The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the world of your own terrifying imagination. The art of the double cross, unfortunately, has become part of the fabric of our lives. In espionage, however, it is almost a lifestyle. In the world of spies, for the left hand ever to know what the right is doing is unthinkable. For the next hour, imagine that you are Larry Fielding, a 32-year-old newspaperman caught in a dizzying web of circumstances seemingly beyond his control.
Larry, please change your mind and come with me.
Not until you tell me who you are and why you sneaked into my hotel room.
You're a fool, Larry. You must know that the police are looking for you and they'll be here any minute.
Oh, well, you're here now, and I still want to know who you are.
If that's so important, my name is Carol Johnson. And when I tell you I know all about the murder of Dave Wilson, maybe you'll believe that I'm here to help you.
Our mystery drama, The Lady Was a Tiger, written especially for the Mystery Theater by Murray Burnett, stars William Redfield. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Walking is great exercise, and with good weather can also be great fun. But not when you've just been fired by the editor of the newspaper for which you've worked happily for 5 years. Larry Fielding has been walking aimlessly for 2 hours, trying to figure out why Horace Finley, the editor and his boss, had refused to give him any reason for his dismissal. Tormented by his frustrating thoughts and tired, Larry sits down on a park bench to think. He is so deep in thought, he is unaware of 3 men who suddenly surround him. Larry has only to look at them to know that he is in trouble. He tries to get up, but is pushed back down, and the men start to beat him up.
No, take my money and leave me alone, will you? Look, if you want money, I told you can have it. Help!
Calling for help when you're being mugged in a big city park is sometimes as helpful as trying to catch hold of a windowsill in a 30-story fall. But this time, there was a miracle. A stranger has seen the attack and rushes to help.
Hang in there, man! Here comes... That's a nice jaw you have there, fella. You need a lesson of chicken.
Oh, that took care of them. They're gone.
Oh, thanks.
Let me help you up.
Thanks, mister. Thanks a lot. I tell you, I was in real trouble.
My pleasure. Did they get your wallet?
I don't know. No. I got a lot of bruises, but they didn't get a thing. Say, you're a pretty good scrapper for a...
For a guy my age?
Well, yeah. Hey, what are you, a karate expert?
Oh, just keep myself in shape.
You sure do. Listen, can I do something for you to show you I really meant thanks?
You certainly can. How about coffee?
Oh, sure, but that's nothing. What I meant was...
I know what you meant. My name's Dave Wilson.
Oh, good. I'm Larry Fielding.
Oh, come on, Larry. Let's have a cup of coffee.
You know, I still can't get over the way you tore into those guys.
I was a commando in World War II.
World War II?
Did you think I was in the Civil War?
No, I didn't mean that. It's just...
Well, to a young fellow like you, World War II might as well have been in the last century. was only 30-some-odd years ago, you know.
Oh, I know. After all, I was in the newspaper business.
Yeah, that's tough what you told me about losing your job. What are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know. Look around for another one. What bothers me is the way my editor let me go. No explanations. You know, we were friends. You'd think he'd at least tell me why he fired me.
Those things happen. Stop torturing yourself and begin making plans.
No, not until I get this thing straightened out in my own mind. I think I'll call my editor at home tonight and...
I've got a better idea.
Go out and get drunk, huh?
Nope. How about a trip to Paris?
Are you putting me on?
I'm serious.
Well, what are you? A scout for contestants for some kind of TV quiz show?
No, I am a man sitting on $200,000.
What?
And I need a guy just like you.
Now, look, I'm a newspaper man. Anytime a stranger starts talking about a trip to Paris and $200,000, I,
Walk away without even listening?
Yeah.
Even if the man just happened to maybe save you from being mugged, robbed, and beaten up?
Okay, all right, I'll listen, but believe me, that'll be it.
Fair enough. First, here's my card.
Oh, David Wilson, Calridge Imports. I never heard of him.
You can call and check me out. I told you I was in World War II.
Oh, look, I'm grateful to you, but you're wasting your time.
Why don't you shut up and listen? You've probably heard about the millions of dollars in artworks and precious jewels that the GIs liberated during the last days of the war.
Liberated, sure, yeah. Well, I've heard stories.
Well, most of them are true. One that I know in particular certainly is. Did you ever hear of the Lancer collection?
Lancer.
The Comte de Lancer came from an old French family. And the Lancer collection is a fabulous assortment of diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and other precious stones, which were seized by the Nazis when they swept through France in 1940. A pal of mine, not a commando, happened to come upon the collection when the Americans were driving the Germans back in 44.
Wait a minute. And he liberated it?
Exactly. He and a distinguished Frenchman named Henri Thiel.
What? Professor Henri Thiel? The archaeologist?
That's the man.
Oh, come on. He wouldn't,
You were saying something?
No, nothing.
You were about to say he wouldn't get involved in anything crooked, weren't you?
Yeah, something like that.
You're right, he wouldn't. But he was younger. The world was quite different then. And my GI pal was a most persuasive guy. They decided to bury the Lancer collection. They did. They drew a map. And today, Professor Thiel is the only possessor of that map.
Uh-huh. And, what happened to your nameless friend?
He's dead. Professor Thiel wants to return the jewels.
That's easy, isn't it?
Not if the professor doesn't want embarrassing questions asked about how he came by the map in the first place.
Oh, I see. What about you?
Calridge Imports is a highly respected and reputable importing firm. I want to keep it that way.
Oh, so do I, even though I've just been fired.
You haven't heard what I'm asking you to do.
Well, what?
Come with me to Paris. You're writing a story on Professor Thiel. He's good material. You'll grant me that.
Yes.
You'll interview him, naturally. During the course of that interview, he'll give you a slip of paper, which is a map showing the location of the jewels. You'll later deliver it to me. And that's all you have to do.
You, mentioned something about sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars?
That's right. The Lancer collection is worth that and more. I'm sitting on it. I intend to return the jewels and collect a reward. If you want to share in that, you deserve it. This is Wilson. The report is positive. Fielding has agreed to go to Paris with me. He bought the story about picking up a map showing the location of the Lancer collection. Operation successful. You'd better be on your way, Larry. You're due at Professor Thiel's in 10 minutes.
I suppose it's, too late to back out, huh?
You can always back out, Larry, but I don't think you will. There's really nothing to it. Make it look like a normal interview, take notes. The professor will give you the map. Slip it in with your notes. Bring it back to me here. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Larry,
Yes.
relax.
Oh, sure thing. I'll see you.
Would Monsieur mind if I join him?
I wouldn't mind at all, but I don't think I'm what you're looking for.
Oh, but Monsieur is exactly what I seek. Exactly.
And just what is it you're seeking?
To warn you that you are in grave danger.
Why don't you come off it with that phony accent? If you've got something to say to me, say it.
Would Monsieur buy me a Pernod?
Sure. Garçon, Pernod, please.
Monsieur, it is very difficult for me. I do play a role, as you have guessed. And I am not here by chance. You must leave, and quickly.
Your Pernod, monsieur.
Not for me, it's for the lady.
And for you, I have a knife. Go, mademoiselle, go.
But he's going to die.
Do as I say. There'll be no problem. Simply put his head down gently on the table. So. And people will see another drunken tourist.
Your name is Larry Fielding. You're 28 years old, and you're feeling marvelous. You have just completed a fascinating interview with Professor Henry Teal, and you have the paper that you're going to hand over to your friend who's waiting at Les Deux Magots. You see him at the table where you left him. His head is down, but you're not concerned.
Dave, wake up. I saw the professor. What?
Monsieur, what has happened?
Well, I don't know. I came back to meet my friend. I guess he's passed out.
A moment, monsieur. Look, this man has been murdered.
What?
Stabbed to death. You will wait here for the police.
I will not. I'm getting out of here.
Who is there?
It is I. Open up.
What's the matter? What happened?
The other American. The young one. He got away.
You let him go?
He panicked. Ran.
Now what?
He'll probably go back to his room at the Dauphine. You will check.
But aren't the police looking for him?
I hope so. I gave them a complete description.
And what do I say to them if they find me in his room?
Calm, a beautiful young lady like yourself. Get to him and find out where the paper is.
All right. Who are you? If I take my hand away, you promise not to scream? Right? Okay. Now, why have you picked the lock into my room?
Never mind. You have to get out of here.
Not until you tell me who you are.
If that matters, my name is Carol Johnson. I've been sent here to help you.
Oh, sure.
I know about the murder of your friend.
Wait a minute. Sent by whom?
I'll answer your questions while we're on the way.
On the way to where?
Safety.
I don't need to run. I didn't kill anybody. I'm not about to take off with a strange girl, particularly not one who's equipped with skeleton keys.
Oh, suit yourself. Goodbye.
Come in.
Monsieur de Ransfielding.
Yes?
Inspector Victor Roux. Sûreté.
Oh.
You will please come with me.
What for?
Suspicion of murder of another American? Monsieur David Wilson.
Inspector, listen. Why would I kill Dave? I've already told you I had an appointment to meet Dave at the cafe. He was waiting for me. Would I have walked up to a man I just killed and shake him so that he'd fall down, make a big scene?
That is your explanation. There is nothing to support it.
Well, there's nothing against it either.
There is the word of Louis Goret.
Who's he?
The waiter who attended the table at which Monsieur Wilson and you sat. The only reason that you are not, as of this moment, charged with murder is because you did return. That much the waiter's testimony supports. Only he says that Monsieur Wilson might very well have been dead shortly after you returned, and that you had time to kill him.
That's a lie.
So you say.
Oh, just check with Professor Teal. He'll tell you what time I arrived, what time I left.
We have been trying. And there has been no answer. We may have him on the telephone now. Hello? Eh? Ah? So? Voilà bien. Merci.
All right, well, what'd he say?
That was not Professor Teal. That was his apartment. And his servant.
His servant? There was nobody there when I saw him.
Don't you mean if you saw him, monsieur?
Oh.
According to the servant, Professor Teal left for an extended holiday early this morning. And it is not known when he is expected back.
Your name is Larry Fielding. You're 32 years old. And you find yourself in prison in Paris, accused of murder. You know you've been had, and you're dealing with forces that seem beyond your control. You have a million questions, and the only man who could answer them is the man you're accused of killing. We'll be back shortly with Act Two. To many Americans, Paris means visits to the Louvre, strolls along the Seine, or fine food. But to Larry Fielding, it means the inside of a prison cell, where he sits accused of a murder he didn't commit. Fielding knows he's been caught up in something that involves more than the recovery of some stolen jewels. However, what he doesn't realize is that he's the key pawn in a deadly game, and the players are about to make some moves.
Come.
I don't think it's smart to have me come here so often.
I would not have sent for you if it were not necessary. Do you still believe that Fielding knows nothing about the operation?
I do.
Then where's the document?
Well, we don't know he ever had it, do we?
We know he visited Teal. We know that Wilson waited for him at Les Dumagots. We know he came back there. I think it is safe to assume that he was carrying the plans.
And he didn't have it on him when he was arrested.
Roger arranged to be there when Fielding was brought in and searched. He says there was nothing on him.
But he wasn't picked up right away.
Exactly. He eventually went back to his hotel room, as you know. I believe he has the paper and that he has somehow managed to hide it.
Oh.
It does us no good in prison. We shall have to arrange to have him released.
And how do we do that?
We don't. You do.
Sit down, mademoiselle. Your passport says Carol Johnson.
That's right, Inspector.
And I am told you are in my office because of the unfortunate incident in the Café Les Dumagots.
Yes, Inspector. I just had to come here to tell you you have the wrong man.
Ah? And how do you know that?
I'm studying at the Sorbonne. I visit Les Dumagots all the time. I was sitting right there when that man was murdered.
Formidable. You saw a man murdered and you did nothing.
Oh, at the time I didn't know it was a murder. I just thought the man had too much to drink or was ill. But the reason I know that you've arrested the wrong man is that the murdered man was dead before this young American Fields
Fielding.
Yes, well, the man was dead before Fielding ever got to the table. Fielding came and shook him, and that was when it was discovered that he was dead. I'm prepared to swear to that, Inspector.
Of course you are prepared to swear to this story that you have just told me.
Why not? It's the truth.
Of course, mademoiselle. Why would a beautiful young lady like yourself lie to an inspector of the Sûreté?
I'm not sure that I like the way you say that, Inspector. But everything will be all right if you release young Fielding.
You have told me you will swear to this statement of yours in court. Therefore, I have very little choice.
Ah, good.
But, mademoiselle, I have been a police officer for 20 years. Long enough to know that witnesses who appear late with an alibi for an accused murderer often have reasons.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And I also wish to warn you, mademoiselle, that the Sûreté considers this a very much open case.
That is the business of the Sûreté. Au revoir, Inspector.
Gérard, you will follow the young lady who just left my office, and do not lose her.
Hello there.
Oh, it's you.
Want to give me a lift?
Well, I suppose I owe you something for getting me out of jail. Taxi! Taxi! Yeah, we got one. Hop in.
Oh, thanks.
Driver, Hotel Dauphine.
Well, you look pretty good for a jailbird.
You look pretty good yourself for... Come to think of it, what are you?
An American girl in Paris trying to make a living. What are you?
An American in Paris in need of a bath, a drink, and some food.
You know, you're not bad looking.
Oh, thanks. While we seem to be exchanging compliments, can I say you're about the best-looking girl I've seen since I've been here?
Thank you. Now that we like each other so much, don't you think it's time we started telling each other the truth?
Yes, I'll buy that. Écoutez-moi, operateur, you speaking. Okay, well, look, I phoned the desk about an hour ago to get this room straightened up, and so far nothing's happened. Now, can you please just send someone up so I can sleep here tonight, huh?
While you're at it, where's our food?
Wait a minute, that's a different department.
Oh.
I'll have to call room service again.
Oh, maybe you won't have to bother.
Entree.
Your dinner, monsieur. Madame?
Merci.
Monsieur would like me to serve.
No, thanks. No, I think I can handle it myself.
As monsieur wishes.
Wait a minute. Don't I know you?
I think not, monsieur.
Now, I've seen you before. I'm sure I've seen you.
Paris is a large city, monsieur. One passes people on the streets and...
The streets, that's it. You're the same guy who was at the Café Les Deux Magots.
Monsieur is mistaken.
What? Hey, wait a minute. Come back here. I want to talk to you.
Oh, now don't go chasing him down the hall.
Why not? Listen, Carol, I'm positive he's the same waiter.
He'll just deny it and you can't prove it.
But...
Even if you could, what do you think it means?
Well, it means... Well, I don't know. But if I get him to talk, maybe I'd find out something.
I thought you were going to clue me in.
Oh, yeah. Listen, have you ever heard of the Lancer collection?
Of course. It's in the Louvre.
Oh.
The family of Comte de Lancer gave it to the museum after it was recovered when the Nazis fled Paris.
What?
Well, why does that shake you up so much?
Because it can't be true.
Come with me to the Louvre and I'll show it to you.
Well, that changes everything. Come on.
Where are we going?
To the American consul.
Well?
Unbelievable.
What?
Simply unbelievable. Do you know what the consul told me?
I predicted it, didn't I?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to hear about it at all. Just advised me to forget the whole thing and leave France. Incredible.
Well, not really when you understand that he doesn't know what you're talking about.
But you do.
Some of it.
Okay, take me back to the hotel.
Any reason?
I'm taking the consul's advice. If nobody's interested, I'll go back to the States.
Well, now that they've cleaned up the room so nicely, you're leaving.
Well, do you have a better idea?
More than one.
I think I'll take them one at a time.
Number one. Give me the paper Professor Thiel gave you.
Well, it looks like we're finally going to level.
Where is it?
Well, first you tell me something. What is it?
I don't know.
End of conversation.
Larry, listen to me. I work for Colonel Blake, military intelligence. I was assigned to this operation.
What operation?
All I was told was that Dave Wilson, who also works for us, was coming over here with you, and that you were to get something from Professor Teal and give it to Dave.
Teal worked with you, too?
He did. But now his cover is blown, and I don't know where he is.
Who killed Wilson?
I don't know. It could have been any one of 3 or 4 foreign powers.
And the only reason I'm alive is because somebody wants the paper.
That's right.
And if I give it to you, then there's really no reason not to kill me.
Oh, give it to me. I'll get it to Colonel Blake, and we'll get you safely out of the country.
No, hold on. I got a better idea. I'll go with you to Colonel Blake, and we'll give it to him together.
No, that would be too dangerous.
To whom?
Will you please trust me?
Give me a reason.
Please, where is the paper?
I burned it.
You expect me to believe that?
Why not? You expect me to believe everything you tell me?
You admit you had the paper. And somehow, between the time you ran from Les Deux Magots, you managed to hide it in a place where experts have been unable to find it.
I told you I burned it.
And you know that's a fairy tale that no one will believe.
I don't care whether you believe it or not. Now, are you coming with me?
Where?
To talk to your Colonel Blake.
He won't see you.
Oh, I think he will. Goodbye, Carol. It was nice knowing you. I think.
You will kindly step back into your room, Monsieur Fielding.
Now, wait a minute.
Move. Let me introduce myself. I am Major Simonovich.
Oh, of the GPU or the NKVD?
It does not really matter. What matters is that you and I have something to discuss.
I warned you.
Yeah, sure you did. Just like a rattlesnake does.
I do so dislike dealing with amateurs. This is strictly a business.
You mean you want to make a deal with me?
Correction. I mean you would find it wise if you wanted to make a deal with us.
For the paper?
Exactly. Where is it?
No, not so fast. Not so fast. You spoke about a deal?
You give us the paper, we give you your life.
You must really believe I'm an idiot. You people murdered Wilson. That paper is the only thing that's keeping me alive.
You have my word.
No deal.
Do you really believe you have a choice? Carol, call Rodzansky. Make the usual arrangements. We will wait here.
Donnez-moi 80-36, s'il vous plaît. C'est ça. Merci.
Carol.
Yes.
Tell me something. Will I like Rodzansky?
By this time, Larry Fielding realizes that he's been used. That he was never supposed to bring Dave Wilson a paper telling the location of the Lancer jewel collection. But his discoveries have only added to his dilemma. He was quick-witted enough to realize that his only hope was to hide the paper, because that slip of paper is his last resort. We'll be back shortly with Act 3. Newspaperman Larry Fielding sits waiting in his Paris hotel room, closely guarded by 3 members of the Russian secret police and the beautiful American girl, Carol Johnson. They are waiting for a man named Rodzansky, who might very well be, for all Fielding knows, his executioner.
You know we mean to obtain the paper. Rodzansky is a doctor and a chemist. He'll be here shortly. You will be put to sleep painlessly. You'll be taken from here in an ambulance to a safe place, and there you will be injected with sodium pentothal, Fielding. You will tell us.
Look, I don't suppose you'll tell me what's so important about this piece of paper?
You have heard of the SAM-6 missiles, the surface-to-air weapons with deadly accuracy that we have developed and which were used so successfully in minor wars in Asia and the Middle East?
Yes, I've heard of them.
Good. We learned that someone whose identity we still seek has invented a jamming device which would render the SAM-6 almost worthless. We don't believe that any such system can be invented, but we do not take chances. We have reason to believe that the piece of paper that you carried away from Professor Teal's has the information for building such a device. That will be Rojansky. Carol, admit him.
Of course. Come in, Doctor. This is the patient.
Now, look, I really don't think this is necessary.
It will be easier if you don't fuss, young man.
I don't intend to make...
Hold on. Now, his arm. Hold it still. Good.
You brought a stretcher?
Of course. There. He'll be under in a moment, so we can leave. What is this? Gendarmes?
It has nothing to do with us. We are taking a sick man to the hospital. Put this stretcher into the ambulance. Quickly.
I must apologize, but we received a report from the hotel concierge that there was a dead man here.
Absurd, Inspector. This is Dr. Jansky. The doctor will explain this to you, Inspector.
This man became suddenly quite ill. I gave him a sedative to quiet him, and we're now taking him to the Lefebvre nursing home, as you can see by the ambulance.
You say he is alive?
Very much so. See for yourself.
Ah, mon Dieu. I know this man.
Inspector, he must receive medical attention.
Of course. But I suggest that instead of taking him to the nursing home, he go instead to the police hospital.
Well, that's ridiculous. He's my patient.
I am afraid I must insist. This young man has most recently been released from jail, where we were holding him on a charge of murder.
If he has been released, then
Released, yes. But he has not been completely cleared, so... Laurent, Vivian, take this man to the police hospital.
Did you get a report?
Yes.
And?
He'll be conscious in an hour.
And he will talk.
I'm sure of that.
He will scream to see Colonel Blake, and then your cover is blown, and the whole operation goes fooey.
What do we do?
Silence him.
But what about the papers?
We will be faulted for that, of course, but if we do not have it, neither do the Americans. Who do we have in the police hospital?
Only Leclerc.
A weakling, but he can admit Rojansky.
Rojansky's a doctor. He doesn't need Leclerc to admit him. He can visit his patient openly.
Thank you, my dear. I visit Fielding and he dies shortly thereafter. That idea does not appeal to me.
We have to do something.
You're both right. Carol, you will be his first visitor when he regains consciousness.
No.
Yes, Carol. Rojansky, give her your hypodermic kit.
I don't have to do this, and I won't.
You would prefer that in my report I mention your failure with Fielding when you had some hours alone with him?
I'll go.
That is wise. Rojansky, give her the syringe.
Here.
Quickly. The car is waiting. And Carol, if you should decide, or even think about changing sides, it would be most unwise. You know the French police are still most interested in the person who murdered Wilson.
You awake now, Larry?
Oh, no.
Wake up and listen to me, Larry.
What?
You've got to listen. Try to understand me.
Wait a minute. What kind of a place is this?
You're safe. It's a police hospital.
All right, but how did you get in here? Where's Rojansky?
Look, I can understand how you feel and why you don't trust me, but the truth really is that I am a double agent.
Oh.
Do you understand what a double agent is?
As near as I can figure out, a double agent is somebody working for two different sides.
Yes.
And neither side trusts them.
Oh.
You know, that fits you to a T. You might just be telling the truth.
I am. I really work for Colonel Blake, as I told you. The Russians know it. They think I've infiltrated the U.S. military intelligence. But in fact...
Yes, I know. You've really done just the opposite.
Yes.
Worked your way into the Russian apparatus.
Exactly. Oh, Larry, how can I make you believe me?
You can't.
Listen, you were deliberately recruited. The reason you lost your job was because we got in touch with your boss. He agreed to go along. The men who jumped you were part of the setup so that Wilson could save you.
Hey, now, wait a minute. But that doesn't prove a thing. You could have learned all that working for Blake and still be with the other side. And wait, now, speaking of Wilson, how about getting him killed?
I tried to warn him, but there wasn't enough time. It was either go along with that or blow my cover and endanger the whole operation.
And when I wanted to give the plans to Blake, you objected.
Same problem if I went with you to Blake or you went to him after we had talked. My cover was blown.
All right. Now, and suppose I had given you the plans. How would that have changed the situation?
We would have had a phony copy that I would have delivered to Igor, and everything would have been fine. And there's still time for me to do that, if you will just believe me and tell me where the plans are.
I'd like to believe you. I really would.
Please, where are they, Larry?
Get me to Blake.
It's too dangerous. Look, you see this.
Yeah, it's a hypodermic.
It's death. Igor sent me here with this to kill you. Now, do you believe me?
Wait a minute. If you don't kill me, and I guess you don't intend to, what will Igor and his friends think? Isn't your cover blown then anyway?
Could be, but if I come back with the plans and say that I got them out of you without having to kill you, there's a chance they'll believe me.
Uh-huh.
Well?
I'm thinking. Who are you?
One of the hospital guards, monsieur.
Oh.
Mademoiselle, you have been here some time. How is the patient?
Guard.
Yes, monsieur?
Call Colonel Blake at U.S. Military Intelligence. Tell him I've got to see him right away on a matter of the utmost urgency.
Colonel Blake?
Colonel Blake.
I will inform my superior.
Now, you don't have to inform anyone. Just call him.
Yes, monsieur. The Major will be disappointed you have not followed instructions.
You are a fool. I would have had the information if you hadn't come in when you did.
I know what you were ordered to do.
What? What's this?
The moment of truth, I'm afraid, Larry.
Oh, I know how highly the Major regards you, mademoiselle. But I also know what he thinks of me. Tonight will change that. Give me that syringe.
Here, right in your arm.
Oh, you traitor. I knew.
Carol, you were telling me the truth.
Yes. Yes, I was. And I had to kill him. To make you see it. Where is the paper, please?
In my hotel room.
Oh, aren't you ever going to stop playing games? You know your room was searched.
Let me get dressed and I'll show you.
If it's not here, there's going to be the devil to pay.
Don't worry, it's here.
Now I'm the one who has to be shown. Trained operatives from 2 special branches went over this room with everything except Geiger counters.
Okay.
Where are we going?
The bathroom.
That was searched, too.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Oh, we went through that cabinet.
Did you now? What do you see?
Towels, paper tissues, some of your toilet articles. We took your razor apart.
Uh-huh. And what else?
A roll of toilet tissue, unopened.
And as the French say, mademoiselle, voila.
Oh.
And now we unroll this toilet tissue and keep unrolling it, and...
Oh, my God. Where did you learn to open a package and reseal it like that?
When I was a kid, I was the best clerk in Roscoe's shipping department.
Oh, thanks. It was nice knowing you. I really mean that, Larry.
Hey, wait a minute. Surely I've earned the right to buy you dinner.
I'd like to.
Well, you'd better, or I'll start doing some talking.
Blackmail?
You said it.
All right. I'll meet you at Les Deux Magots at 10:30.
No way. Let's try the right bank, La Rotonde.
That's a date. I'll see you.
You better be there.
Shirts, ties. Yes, I think that's everything. Come. Oh, it's you, Rodzansky. Are you coming with me?
I am staying.
Then we shall say goodbye. I do not have much time. The plane from Moscow leaves at...
I do not think you'll be taking the plane.
Are you insane? You know I've been recalled.
Not precisely.
What do you mean, not precisely?
Moscow feels you have bungled badly.
So? It's not the first time that an operation has been...
First, you were duped by the American girl. You know she was a double agent?
I know now. Did you know before she killed Leclerc?
I was not in charge at that time.
At that time?
Now there are 2 murders that cannot be hushed up. The French police must have a murderer to satisfy the public.
Then give them Carol.
I only wish that we could. They want you. You have been chosen to be the murderer. I am replacing you as the head of this section.
Ridiculous. I won't remain quiet. I have a lot I could and will say to the authorities if Moscow abandons me. Now you listen to me, Rodzansky.
I have no time to listen.
Rodzansky, wait! That hypodermic! Don't... Oh.
Igor, you should be pleased to know that your dying will serve a good cause.
I'm sorry I'm late, but there were loose ends that had to be cleared up.
Well, I thought maybe you decided against coming.
Oh.
After all, your job here is finished.
Well, yes.
Sit down, sit down. Now that the Russians know you, there's nothing for you to do. It would be suicide to try to, huh?
Oh, well, there are other things for me.
Sure. Like getting married to a lovesick newspaper man, settling down, raising a family.
Oh. Oh, I take it I'm your first Matahari.
Mm-hmm. First and only.
Well, Larry, we're very different from other women. In our business, you pay dues. And they're heavy payments.
I don't get it.
I'm talking about sitting at another cafe on the left bank. Sitting and knowing that an agent named Wilson was going to be killed. Clumsily trying to warn him and finally deciding that his death was the way it had to be. Larry, that's a big payment.
But you can forget about it now. It wasn't your fault.
No, forget about that and forget about Leclerc.
Well, you had to...
You see, it's even hard for you to say. I had to kill him. No, Larry, I have to keep on to justify those things.
But, Carol, listen...
Bye, Larry. Thanks for the champagne.
But our dinner, I've ordered dinner. At least have dinner with me.
Oh, we both know what I have to do. If I ever change my mind, I promise I'll come running.
Larry Fielding sat in La Rotonde and watched her walk away. He knew she was walking out of his life. For a moment, he toyed with the idea of running after her and joining her world of spies. He flirted with the idea that he might even be some sort of an American James Bond. But then, the waiter brought the dinner. And to his surprise, he was hungry. And that realization made him wonder about whether or not he was truly in love. I'll be back shortly. Back in New York, Larry Fielding returned to his old job. An old friend and boss, Horace Finley, who was curious about what had happened in Paris. Finley kept pressing Larry to tell him about his Parisian adventure. Finally, Larry said, "I'll tell you, Horace. In Paris, the food was good." Our cast included William Redfield, Joan Loring, Roger DeCoven, Ian Martin, and Chris Gampel. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sound of suspense. Welcome to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the world of terrifying imagination. This is a tale about justice. About the lady who stands over the criminal courthouses of America with a blindfold over her eyes. Of course, the blindfold represents impartiality, not faulty vision. But yet, there are occasions when justice seems to be looking the other way. And that's something which bothers Attorney Ned Murray very much indeed.
He's getting away with murder, Tony. And maybe he'll get away with another one.
Maybe there's an answer.
What?
I've been waiting a long time to figure out what I could do for you, Ned. What kind of favor might be important to you? Now I know.
Tony, you're thinking about killing Rydell.
Our mystery drama, After the Verdict, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Tony Roberts. It is sponsored in part by new sugar-free Diet 7-Up and by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal. I'll be back shortly with Act One. What better place to begin a story about justice than in a courtroom? This one is packed today because it's the day the jury is going to return its verdict in the case of the People versus Louis Rydell. That's Rydell over there, the thin man with the burning eyes. See the way he searches the face of every juror who takes his or her place in the jury box? It's only natural, of course, because Louis Rydell had been charged with murder. Shh, quiet now. Presiding Judge Lincoln Arthur is about to speak.
The foreman of the jury will please rise. Has the jury reached a verdict in this case?
We have, Your Honor.
Please read your verdict to the court.
We find the defendant, Louis Rydell, not guilty. You did it, Mr. Murray.
Congratulations, Lou. I'm very happy.
You're happy. How do you think I feel? Hey, come on, let's get out of this place. Let's celebrate, huh? Let's pick up my wife and have a ball.
Well, I don't think I can. I promised my boss that I'd go down
You don't care about your boss. You want to see that daughter of his. Okay, we'll make it a foursome.
I can't, Lou. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, Counselor. Melanie's got a cab waiting outside. Boy, did I read those faces wrong. I thought, that's a hanging jury if ever I saw one.
The only one I was worried about was that little old lady with the blue hair.
You just can't tell about a jury from their faces. My last case, well, I thought they all looked friendly, but I lost. You won this one, Mr. Murray. I bet that boss of yours is real pleased. I mean, all this publicity that you got. Well, you're a regular Clarence Darrow.
Look, Lou, we don't really have to talk about the fee settlement now. Why don't you and Melanie just go out and drink up a couple of bottles of champagne?
Oh, Lou doesn't drink, Mr. Murray. Lou doesn't have any vices. Do you, Lou?
I want to get the money settled, Counselor. Melanie here doesn't like to hear about money. She just likes to spend it. We'll drop her off at home.
Hey, you promised to take me someplace.
Wait for me at home, Pumpkin.
Oh.
Daddy will be there just as soon as he settles things with his lawyer. Okay?
What choice do I have?
I'll be home in an hour or two, and we'll go out to dinner. Just stay in the apartment, and don't open the door to anyone. And if you have to open the door, wear some clothes, baby. Huh? Yeah, this is a nice little office you got here, Mr. Murray. Only, strikes me as kind of small, isn't it?
It's big enough, Lou.
I mean, compared to that big office down the hall, Mr. Ostrow.
Mr. Ostrow is the senior partner of this firm, Lou.
Well, maybe when you marry his daughter. You are going to marry that chick, aren't you?
Let's get down to business, okay?
I mean, the way she was hanging around that courtroom every day of the trial, I figured she was pretty stuck on you.
Lou, this meeting was your idea. You said you could manage to pay about $150 a month, and that's perfectly fine with me.
Sure, Mr. Murray, anything you say.
We could have settled this in the taxi.
I guess I just didn't want to face Melanie for a couple of hours. I needed an excuse. You understand?
I suppose so.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
Mrs. Rydell? No, yes, she's very lovely.
She can't help herself, you know. The way men bother her all the time. They look at her and right away they get ideas. It's not her fault.
No.
She's not smart about it, though. She doesn't know the way men think. Like the way she answers the door sometimes in that sloppy housecoat. She gives people ideas. Like that kid Yost. I feel sorry for that kid, you know?
I know you do. It's just too bad that he got himself mugged the day after you threw him out of the house. You wouldn't have gone through all this. You wouldn't be owing me $150 a month.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. Kid delivers the groceries every day, gets the same eyeful every day. His tongue must have been hanging out.
Lou, I really have to get on home. I've got a party at my boss's house tonight.
But just the same, I'd do it again. That's the way I am. When a guy touches my wife, I get a red fire in my brain and I can't stop myself. Now, I owe you a lot, Mr. Murray. More than money.
Well, forget it. Just learn to keep your temper.
I really killed that boy, you know?
What did you say?
I killed him, Mr. Murray. I waited for him in the hallway the next day, and I grabbed him. He was a scrawny kid. It was like wringing the neck of a chicken. I'd do the same thing again, Mr. Murray, to the next guy who bothers my wife. They've got to learn. Well, you better go now. Melanie's waiting for me.
You lied to me. Every stinking word you told me was a lie.
Don't be sore, Mr. Murray. I couldn't tell you the truth, could I? I mean, you wouldn't have taken the case, would you?
Yes! I would have taken the case and told you to plead guilty with cause.
No, that wouldn't have been any good. I wanted you to get me off, and that's what you did.
Look,
I've got to go now, Mr. Murray. I just want to say thanks again.
Oh, you think it's that simple? You think you can just walk out of here?
Melanie's waiting for me. She likes to eat dinner early. The girl's always hungry. So long, Mr. Murray.
Oh, my God.
Light on the ride, more on the...
Ned, for the love of Mike, where you been?
Sorry I'm so late, Mr. Ostrom.
Who do you think this party's for, anyway? Well, come in. Karen's going out of her brain waiting for you to get here.
This one looks like quite a crowd.
Well, they're all in your pocket tonight now, Ned. All right, everybody, hold it. Here's the man we've all been waiting for. Ned Murray, folks. Greatest trial lawyer since Clarence... since Harry Ostrow. All right, come on, Ned. Karen's over here.
Ned!
Hi, darling.
Where in the world have you been? The party started 2 hours ago.
I just lost track of the time, that's all.
Must be love, if you ask me.
All right, I'll see you kids later.
Ned, come into the kitchen for a minute. No, it's full of servants. Come into the bedroom.
Now, that's an offer I can't refuse. Well, what did you have in mind?
Give you one guess. Oh, darling, I'm so proud of you. You were so wonderful.
That kiss was pretty wonderful.
Father says that you are everything he used to be in the courtroom, and there's no higher praise he can give than that.
Look, let's forget about the trial. It's over.
Oh, no, I don't want to forget about it, Ned. I'm just so thrilled with the way you handled the case. That man Rydell seems so guilty.
But there's too much fuss about all this, Karen.
Father said that if you could win this case, you could do anything. That it would mean a lot of business to the firm. Do you know what I think? He's not going to wait on that promise about the junior partnership. I think he's going to do something about it right now.
Are you serious?
Don't tell him what I said, but I'm sure of it. Ned, you'll have to stop making excuses pretty soon, lover. You'll have to name the day. Oh, for heaven's sake.
It's probably your father wanting me to join the party.
Hiya, Ned. Ostrow told me you were here.
Tony, for the love of Mike, I haven't seen you in ages.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, hey, I am sorry I didn't know you had somebody with you.
It's all right, Mr. Igo. I was just going to fix my makeup. See you later, darling.
Yes, sure. Tony, I don't think I ever saw you at Ostrow's before.
Yeah, you know me, Ned. I don't like to mix with all these big shots. Hey, you still talk to ordinary people? Big celebrity like you, huh?
I'll talk to you anytime, Tony.
Listen, I was in court today. I've been there the last 4 days. Bet you didn't even notice, huh?
Well, that was nice of you. Busy man like you.
Well, I got a personal interest. You know that.
Sure. Tony...
I was real glad you won, kid. Reminded me all over again what you did for me 2 years ago. Getting me off that murder rap. It was like seeing the whole thing again.
It wasn't the same, Tony. For one thing, you didn't kill it. I mean, come on, let's go out and get a drink.
Not for me. Since I seen you last, I got me an ulcer. That's the price of success, you know, in my business, just like yours.
That's too bad.
You know something, Ned? You don't look so healthy yourself.
I'm okay.
You look great in that courtroom, only now... Yeah, you don't look like a guy who won a case. You look like a loser.
I'm just tired. Let down, you know.
Yeah, sure. Hey, look, Ned, you remember what I told you once, huh? You got any troubles you can't handle, I want to hear about them. You got a favor coming from me, and it bothers me not to pay off.
That was a long time ago. You don't owe me anything.
I keep good books. Don't tell me who I owe. Hey, go on, Ned. Find that girl of yours. Maybe she can cheer you up, huh?
Tell you the truth, Tony, I need a couple of minutes all by myself. You know how it is. Huh?
Yeah, sure, I know how it is. Sometimes too much is too much.
Yeah, that's right.
See you around later, kid. Okay?
Yeah, later. Sometimes too much is too much.
I really killed that boy, you know.
He killed him. He killed him, and I let him get away with it.
I killed him, Mr. Murray.
Oh, God.
I'll do the same thing again to the next guy who bothers my wife. I'll do the same thing, Mr. Murray. The same thing.
I'm coming. Oh, Mr. Murray.
Hello, Mrs. Rydell.
Oh, well, Lou isn't home, you know. Oh, he went to see Mr. Fleming about going back to the company.
I knew he wasn't home. May I come in anyway?
Oh, yeah, sure. Look, do you think Lou will have any trouble? I mean, getting his old job back? You know, he was their best salesman before the trouble happened. They won't hold it against him, will they?
I don't know. I want to ask you a few things.
Yeah? Oh, well, sure.
Mrs. Rydell, before the trial, you told me your husband was the jealous type.
Yeah, that's right.
But you said there was never any reason for his jealousy.
But do we have to go through that again? The trial's over, isn't it?
Please, it's more important than you think.
Why?
This delivery boy, Yost. I tried to underplay Lou's anger about him in court, but he was really pretty sore about the pass he made at you, wasn't he?
But I told you all that. Yes, Lou was sore. Sore. He was crazy. I didn't even want to tell him about the kid because I was afraid he'd... Well, you know...
Mrs. Rydell, the trial is over, just as you said. Nobody can charge Lou with the same crime again. That's the law in this state. So you've got nothing to lose by telling me the absolute truth.
About what?
Lou did kill that boy, didn't he?
Hey!
He waited for him the next day and choked him to death.
That's a dirty lie. How could you, of all people...
All right. Maybe you didn't know the truth. Maybe you believed your husband the way I did.
Oh, you get out of here, mister.
Please, I'm not through. The reason I know this is because Lou told me himself yesterday in my office. Lou isn't going to change because of the trial. He's an insanely jealous man, and he might very well do the same thing again.
Oh, you're awful. I thought you were so nice, Mr. Murray, but you're terrible.
I had to let you know how things are with Lou. He got away with murder, and that makes me sick to my stomach. There's not much I can do about it, but maybe you can do something, Mrs. Rydell.
Me?
You can be careful. Do you understand?
No.
You've got to make sure he never has any reason to be jealous.
Listen, if you think I play around...
Even if he misunderstands your behavior, somebody else might get Lou's hands around his throat. It might even be easier for him the next time. He got away with it once. Please, Mrs. Rydell, for his sake. All right, for mine. Don't make your husband kill again.
I don't know about you, but I think Mr. Murray's request is very reasonable. The only problem, of course, is exactly how reasonable Lou Rydell is. There's something about the man's eyes, the way his hands twitch. Personally, I don't think it would be a very good idea to wink at Mrs. Rydell. I'll return shortly with Act 2. And now here's Act 2 of After the Verdict. It's a bright, sunny morning. The kind of morning that fills promising young men like Ned Murray with enthusiasm for life. After all, he has everything going for him. A fine career ahead, marriage to a lovely young lady who also happens to be the boss's daughter, and even if his recent triumph has turned a bit sour, it was still a triumph, wasn't it? But as Ned Murray goes to see Harry Ostrow, he finds the sun isn't shining in the big corner office. The shades are drawn. His boss's face is a thundercloud.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Ostrow?
Yes. Come in and shut the door.
Hello, Mr. Murray. Nice to see you again.
Hello, Lou. What are you doing here?
Mr. Rydell's told me something I find hard to believe, Ned. I said he must be mistaken, but he swears it's true. Did you go to see Mrs. Rydell yesterday?
Yes.
Why did you think it was necessary to do that?
I had something I wanted to tell her. It was strictly an unofficial visit.
You told her I was guilty. You went up there deliberately just to frighten her. I ought to sue you for what you did, Mr. Murray. Lawyer or no lawyer.
What kind of nonsense is this, Ned? You didn't say any such thing, did you? Well, did you?
Yes, sir, I did.
What?
I didn't go there to frighten her, just to warn her. Right after the trial, Mr. Rydell here obliged me with a nice little confession. A little late, I'm afraid.
Confession? What are you talking about?
That's a lie. I don't know what you got against me, Mr. Murray, but I never heard of a lawyer behaving like this. I didn't kill that boy. The jury said so.
And Ned, please, this is all so ridiculous.
Mr. Rydell put it very bluntly. He said he killed Yost. He said he'd kill again if another Yost came along.
You can't do that. It's over. The trial's over. They can't put me through this again. They can't.
No, Mr. Rydell, of course they can't. There's nothing to get excited about. Mr. Murray just misunderstood you, that's all.
I read him loud and clear. I knew I couldn't get him back in a courtroom because of double jeopardy, but I thought if I went to the DA, he'd be a lot more careful with his hands the next time.
I'll sue you. I'll sue this whole firm for slander. You hear that, Ostrow?
Now, please, Ned. Apologize to Mr. Rydell. Tell him you didn't mean it.
Apologize? Yes, I should apologize to the state for saving his skin.
Ned, you listen to me now. I don't know what went on between you and this man, and I don't care. But he's a client, understand? My client, even if you handle the case. And there's such a thing as lawyer-client privilege.
Since when does it include murder?
Shut up and listen to me. Anything you do reflects on me, on the way I run this firm. Mr. Rydell got a fair trial under law.
Better than fair.
Yes. And the jury acquitted him. That's all we have to know. You don't have any right to violate any confidences he made to you. Didn't they teach you that in law school?
They taught me something else. They taught me that a lawyer's main concern was for justice.
You talk about justice, huh? Go talk to that hoodlum buddy of yours, Tony Igo. If there was justice, you think that crook would be walking around loose?
Tony was innocent of that murder charge.
Because the jury said so. And they said the same thing about Mr. Rydell here. And that's that, my boy. Understand?
Who is it? Oh, for Pete's sake. Can't they let a guy get some rest in his own home?
Well, have I caught you with the blonde?
You caught me with a bottle.
And just in time, obviously. Well, the least I can do is make sure you don't drink alone.
Not enough for the two of us.
Even if I give you this?
What is it?
A present. Open it. It's that pipe you were so crazy about. The one with the ivory carving. I was saving it for some special occasion, but your birthday isn't for 6 months.
It's a beauty. If you're going to bribe me, I prefer cash.
Really? And I thought I'd use sex appeal. I understand that's surefire.
Excuse me, it's time for another drink. What's so funny?
The whole thing. You, Father. He told me about that scene in his office this morning. I wish I could have been there. Clarence Darrow versus William Jennings Bryan.
It wasn't. It was stupid versus childish, and all because of that...
All because of that silly man with the funny eyes. Honestly, Ned, I hope you won't make any more fuss about him.
I thought it was Daddy who was making the fuss.
Believe me, I think he feels just awful about the whole silly quarrel.
Yeah, I'll bet he does.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Ned, why would you want to spoil things now? All right, maybe that idiotic man did kill that grocery boy, but I'm not saying he didn't, but, well, wouldn't be the first time that a guilty man is... Ned!
It's the first time for me. Don't you understand that? The first time I ever got a guilty man off?
Was it really, darling? Well, that man Igo...
Tony was innocent.
Well, innocent of that crime, maybe, but what about all the others? He might have killed a dozen men before, or had them killed.
He wasn't being tried for killing a dozen men, only one. And he was innocent of that.
I should know better than to talk to you while you're drinking.
I'm going to the district attorney tomorrow, Karen. Even if it doesn't do a bit of good, I'll feel better for it.
Do you know what the DA will say? He'll say you're a fool.
I don't care.
You haven't got a shred of proof. Not a shred. And all the proof in the world wouldn't put Lou Rydell back on the stand. You know that, don't you? If you go to the DA tomorrow, you can find yourself another connection.
What? What was that?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ned, but he did say it. And I know my father. I know he never says anything he doesn't mean.
What about you, Karen? What about the connection between me and you?
I waited long enough for you to get serious about me, Ned. I can wait a little longer until you come to your senses.
And that's the real bribe, isn't it?
Hey, Ned! Open up, it's Tony! Hey!
What? What's that? What's all the racket about?
Come on, open up!
All right, take it easy, will you? Give a guy a chance. Tony, what the heck are you doing here?
Boy, you've really been working at it, kid.
Huh?
I'm an invited guest, remember? No, I guess you don't. About an hour ago, you called me up, told me to come have a drink with you. Well, here I am. Want to change your mind?
No. Come on in.
I told you, make mine ginger ale or something. I'll drink with you.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, Tony. That's about all I've got left. Just one more drink.
Hey. What is this, kid? This celebration going on a long time, ain't it?
I'm not celebrating now, Tony. Commiserating. That's the word, isn't it? Doesn't sound right. Commiserating.
Don't ask me. I never heard it before.
It means I'm feeling sorry for somebody.
For who?
For a dumb kid named of Yost. Dumb kid from the grocery.
You mean a kid that got killed?
Yeah, that's right. That got killed. Yeah. And you know who killed him?
How should I know?
Where's that drink? Oh, there it is. Here's the crime, Tony.
Put it down, Ned.
What?
You heard me. Put it down. You want to tell me your troubles? Okay, I'll put on a pot of coffee for both of us. That make you feel any better?
No.
Well, give it time.
Tony, were you listening to me? Did you hear what I told you?
Yeah, I heard you. This guy Rydell is a kookaboo.
He's getting away with murder, Tony. And maybe he'll get away with another one.
Nah, next time will be different. You'll know different from one thing.
Meantime, somebody gets killed.
Well, what's that to you? I'm sorry. Sir, I forgot the kind of guy I'm talking to.
What am I going to feel like when it happens, Tony?
Well, there must be some way to nail this crumb.
No, there isn't. The law protects him. Double jeopardy. A man can't be tried twice for the same crime. That's how it goes, Tony. One trial to a customer.
Yeah, it's a shame, all right. They hung better guys than that, and he's walking around free as air.
That's the law, Tony.
Yeah, the law. Okay, if it bothers you so much, stop him.
Yeah. Tell me how.
Everybody else has to pay the penalty, right? Why not him?
It's too late. It's too late, Tony.
For the law, maybe.
Huh?
Want some more coffee?
No.
I think I'll get myself a cup. Yeah, maybe there's an answer.
What?
I've been waiting a long time to figure out what I could do for you, Ned. What kind of favor might be important to you. Now I know.
How do you mean, favor?
Well, it won't be just for you. I'd be doing everybody a favor, the whole state, right? Only when it happens, I mean it for you, Ned. Remember that. Hey, it's good coffee. Well, see you around.
Tony, wait a minute.
Oh, it's getting late, kid. I have to go.
What was that you just said? What's in your mind?
Nothing. Come on, I did my good deed for day. Let me out of here now, huh?
I want to know what you meant by a favor.
Well, you know what the word means.
You're thinking of killing Rydell.
Oh, you see too many movies.
Tony, don't be crazy. I don't want that kind of favor, understand?
Yeah, sure. Just let him loose, huh? So what if he gets away with murder, huh?
Killing him is no answer.
Sure, so let some other slobs get knocked off, huh? That's better.
I didn't mean all those things I said, Tony. You got the wrong idea.
This guy didn't kill a grocery boy. He's killing you too, buddy, and that's what I care about. But you got nothing to be afraid of. Nothing's gonna rub off on you. I know my business, just like you know yours. So long, kid.
Tony!
Usually it's a very good thing to have friends. Loyal friends who are always willing to do you a favor. But it looks as if Tony Igo is going to do a good deed by committing a very bad deed. The question is, can one murder avenge another? We'll find out shortly when we return with Act 3. Now, the last act of After the Verdict. Listen closely. Here's a sound we don't hear very often. Yes. What with all these electric clocks and digital clocks and electronic clocks, The good old-fashioned ticking that marks off the minutes and hours of the night is rarely heard. But tonight, Ned Murray is hearing that sound. Hearing it from a clock which normally purrs softly on his night table. But Ned's hearing is highly sensitive tonight. His brain is tuned like a high-frequency instrument, picking out the slightest vibrations, tuning in on voices he doesn't want to hear.
Sure, I killed that boy, Mr. Murray. I waited in the hallway and I grinned. It was like wringing the neck of a chicken. It won't be just for you, Ned. I'd be doing everybody a favor, the whole state, right?
Yes. That's true enough.
They hung better guys than that, and he's walking around free as air.
Yes.
Everybody has to pay the penalty, right? Why not him?
Yes. That's true. Why shouldn't he pay? A man is murdered. A murderer has to pay. Tony is right. He's right. Hello?
How are you, darling?
I'm all right. I'm in bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up?
No, I was just lying here.
You're not sick, are you?
No.
Well, it's only 10:30. I didn't think you went to bed so early.
I did tonight.
You're angry with me, aren't you?
No, Karen, I'm just tired. I drank too much.
Oh, I knew you'd do that. Ned, I'm so mixed up.
Well, what's there to be mixed up about? The choices are pretty clear, aren't they?
Are they? Not to me, they aren't. I don't think things are ever that simple, especially when it comes to law.
Just ask your father. He knows all about the law. He knows how to make money at it. That proves it.
That isn't fair, Ned.
No, I suppose it isn't.
Don't you remember what he used to say? That if the time ever comes when right and wrong are absolutely clear, there won't be any need for lawyers.
Your father didn't say that, Karen. He was quoting someone.
Who?
Judge Lincoln Arthur, as a matter of fact, the judge at Rydell's trial.
Well, it makes very good sense to me.
Yeah. Judge Arthur always made sense to me, too. Karen, do you mind if I hang up now?
Then you are angry.
No. It's just that I have to make a call. A very important call.
All right, Ned, but will you call me tomorrow?
Yes. If there is one. Good night, Karen. Information? Can you give me the number of Judge Lincoln Arthur?
Sure you don't want any wine, Ned?
No, Judge, thanks. I've sworn off that stuff for the duration of my life.
Sounds like you had yourself a party. Is that when you came up with this parable? Isn't that what you called it?
No, Judge. It's more like a riddle, a legal riddle. The only thing is, I already know the answer.
All right. Let's see if I know it.
It's about a lawyer. A criminal lawyer who defends somebody for murder and does it successfully. He's convinced of his client's innocence, understand? And that helps him get the acquittal. But right after the verdict, he makes a discovery that his client is guilty.
How does he make this discovery?
Is that important?
It might be. Was it on evidence that had appeared at the trial? Evidence he had misinterpreted or concealed unknowingly?
No. It was a confession.
How does he obtain this confession?
It's given to him, unsolicited by his client.
Why?
I don't know. Perversity, pride, ego. Anyway, he knows the truth about his client. And he knows something worse. That the man is more than capable of committing a similar crime. In fact,
He boasts of the possibility almost gleefully.
Any witnesses to this confession?
No. And when he's confronted with it, the client denies ever having made it.
You're not asking a legal question, Ned. I'm sure you know where your hypothetical lawyer stands legally. In the middle of nowhere. Is this a moral question, maybe?
Well, you might say that. I mean, if you were that lawyer, Judge, what would you do?
If I were that lawyer, Ned, and if I were your age, I suppose I'd do what you're doing now. I'd get angry. With my client, with myself, maybe even with the law. But if I were practicing now, I think I'd feel different.
How different?
I wouldn't feel anger, only pity.
Pity? For a man like that?
Yes, exactly for that kind of man. Man who feels a compulsion to confess must have felt a similar compulsion to kill. They're symptoms of the same disease, Ned. And if there's one thing the law has learned in this century, it's the ability to feel compassion for the emotionally disturbed.
Yeah, he's that all right, but that doesn't...
Ned, this parable of yours, you talking about Louis Rydell?
Yes.
He told you that he murdered Yost?
He did, I swear it. In my office, the same day of the verdict.
Oh, for God's sake, Ned, use your brains. Can't you see that the man's mentally ill? Everything points to it. He killed a boy just for putting an arm around his wife. He confesses when there's no need to confess. Is it worthwhile venting all this anger against such a man?
But he's dangerous. He'll do this again, Judge. If a man just looks cross-eyed at his wife, it'll be another excuse for murder.
If he had confessed this to you before the trial was over...
I would have demanded that he plead guilty. He'd be waiting to serve a life sentence right now.
And Ned, you're forgetting something.
What?
I was the judge at the trial. It was my prerogative to pass sentence, not yours.
It was first-degree murder, premeditated.
Ned, if the jury had brought me a guilty verdict, I would have recommended psychiatric examination with a view to confinement at an institution for the criminally insane.
But you didn't know he was... even I didn't know he was crazy.
Well, do you know it now? Do you feel it now? Do you recognize that he needs cure more than punishment?
Punishment?
The law only penalizes the guilty, Ned. Isn't that what we all believe in? We don't penalize the sick.
I have to go, Judge. I have something to do.
It's getting pretty late for running errands, Ned. Almost midnight.
Yeah, but this is important, Judge. I have to see someone. I have to tell something very important. Hello? Is this Lucerne Dispatching? My name's Ned Murray. I'm a friend of Tony Igo. No, Murray. That's the last name, not the first. Look, it's very important that I reach Tony as soon as possible, only this is the only number he ever gave me to reach him. But he's got to have a home phone, right? So help me, it's important. It's a matter of... Look, who am I speaking to? Lady, please, I'm in a phone booth and it's pouring like hell and I'm getting soaked. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you that way. Yes, I realize that, but if you could make this one exception. Well, how do you know he isn't home? For God's sakes, it's after midnight. Yes, all right. He couldn't have gone there tonight. He couldn't. Taxi!
Lou, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Disappointed?
Where the heck have you been?
I've been taking care of business.
What business? Since when do you sell shoes in the middle of the night?
I was taking care of some competition. That's what I was doing.
What are you talking about?
Go on, pretend you don't know.
But I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know something, Melanie? You make a rotten liar.
I'm not lying. For God's sake, Lou, will you stop staring at me like that?
I'm looking at you the way other men look at you.
What other men?
The one who comes around here every day when I'm out pounding the pavements, peddling those lousy shoes to those stores.
Oh, Lou, nobody comes around. You're just in one of those crazy jealous moods again.
Well, I got news for you, Pumpkin. There's one boyfriend who's not coming around anymore.
Are you still talking about that poor, dumb grocery boy? Lou, I told you there was...
No, I'm talking about the old guy. The one with the white hair. The one who's been hanging around here all night, looking up at our window, waiting to make sure that the coast is clear.
You're crazy. Crazy. I don't know any white-haired guys.
Well, you'll never get to know this one, because he's got something wrong with him, baby. He's got a carving knife in his stomach.
Lou. Oh, my God, no. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. So you can forget about seeing your lover boy tonight, baby. You can just forget it. You'll have to be satisfied with just me.
Lou, just tell me it isn't true. Tell me you didn't kill anyone.
It wasn't the first time, Pumpkin. If you keep up the way you're going, it won't be the last. In fact, the next one might be you.
Oh, my God. Those police cars. They're coming here.
Lieutenant Gerhardt.
Oh, hi, Ned. What are you doing here?
What's going on? What's all the crowd about?
Oh, wait a minute. You know the victim, don't you? Is that why you're here? You get a tip or something?
Victim? Who?
Tony Igo.
Tony?
Somebody used a knife on him.
Oh, God.
Ironic, isn't it? Probably a dozen guys wanted Tony Igo knocked off, and how does he get it? From a jealous husband.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. And it was your ex-client who did it, that guy Rydell. He caught Tony hanging around the building watching the place. Rydell claims he was after his wife. You know about this, Ned?
It's not true. It's not true, Lieutenant. He didn't even know the woman.
Then what was he doing here?
A favor. He was doing somebody a favor.
What are you talking about?
Look, where is Rydell now?
Upstairs, answering questions. He won't get away. Not like the last time, Counselor.
Yes, it won't be like the last time. Excuse me.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I want to see him. He's entitled to talk to a lawyer, isn't he?
You must be nuts yourself. Half a dozen witnesses saw him do it.
Can I go up, Lieutenant?
You mean you'll defend that screwball again? He's out of his mind. Don't you know that?
Yes, I know. And that's what I'll try to prove. Now, will you please let me see my client?
And so Ned Murray is about to try for still another verdict. This time a verdict which will carry a punishment more befitting to the crime. And something tells me that he'll be very successful. Not just as an attorney, but as a human being. I'll be back shortly. Some time ago, a man named Thomas De Quincey said, "If once a man indulges himself in murder, very soon he comes to think very little of robbing. And from robbing, he comes next to drinking and Sabbath breaking. And from that, to incivility and procrastination." Let that be a lesson to all of you. This quotation and this story have come to you through the courtesy of our Radio Mystery Theater. Our cast included Tony Roberts, Joseph Julian, Bryna Rayburn, Barbara Caruso, Robert Dryden, and Sam Gray. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I am E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the terrifying world of your own imagination. I have an unusual story about foreign intrigue, murder, and love. Interesting combination. You know, that great mystery writer Edgar Allan Poe once wrote that the best way to hide something was to leave it in full sight. And that's what this story's about. Steve Nash, agent for the Federal Narcotics Bureau, was awakened from a sound sleep by his chief.
Steve, Manny and LaFaro got it tonight.
Wounded?
Dead.
Oh, no. Manny's wife just had a baby. She's still in the hospital.
Start packing a bag right now, Steve.
Am I going somewhere?
Paris, and anywhere else you feel it necessary to go from there.
Paris?
Now, don't get happy. It's not exactly a vacation, Steve. You're in for plenty of trouble.
Our mystery drama, Conspiracy to Defraud, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sidney Sloan and stars Paul Hecht. What the police and the Federal Narcotics Bureau believe to be a well-planned and secret bust of a big narcotics ring is taking place in a warehouse district of New York City.
Stand by, Sergeant. I'm going to talk to them on a bullhorn. If they don't come out, we go in.
Right, I got it.
You are completely surrounded. I repeat, you are completely surrounded. Come out with your hands behind your head, and we will not fire. Come out with your hands behind your head, and you will not be harmed.
Keep the windows covered. I'm going to blast the lock on the door. That's got the door. Let's go.
Looks like there's nobody here.
Careful, it might be a trap. This is your last chance. Come out with your hands behind your head. Cover me. Hit the lights.
Wait a minute. There's the body.
Careful, careful.
Chief, it's Manny. He's dead.
Manny. LaFaro may be here, too.
He's here, Chief.
Still alive?
No. Dead. They got him, too.
Yeah?
This is Borden, Steve.
Yeah, Chief, what's up?
Manny and LaFaro got it tonight.
Wounded?
Dead.
Oh, no. Manny's wife just had a baby. She's still in the hospital.
I haven't spoken to her yet. Talk to Mrs. LaFaro.
Took it hard, eh?
I hate this job. Steve, you're a good friend of Manny's. Would you talk to his wife for me?
Sure, I'll go to the hospital first thing in the morning. Rotten business.
Better start packing a bag right now, Steve.
Oh, am I going somewhere?
Paris. And anywhere else you feel it necessary to go from there.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah. What?
The seat.
Seat? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in the wrong seat?
No, I am.
Oh.
You see, I was sitting forward, the second row on the outside.
Yeah?
And I asked the stewardess to change my seat. This was the only unoccupied seat in first class.
Oh, sure. Sit down. I don't mind. I thought this was going to be a dull flight.
My name is Helene Frey.
Oh, I'm Steve Nash. Pleased to have you as a traveling companion.
I'm pleased, too. Are you going to be in Paris long, Mr.?
Nash. Call me Steve. So seldom I get called Mr. I'm not sure whether I'm the one.
Steve, then.
Are you going to be in Paris long?
Well, it all depends on business. Are you?
No, I was rushing back to... Well, you see, my aunt and my brother are in Paris, and I was with them until last Thursday when I had to fly back to New York.
Up and back across the Atlantic. I'm impressed. This is my first time over. I'm as excited as a kid.
Your first time? Yeah. Well, that must be exciting. You must let us show you the sights.
Nothing I'd like better, Helene. Okay. Inspector Boivin?
Oui. You are Stephen Nash, Federal Narcotics Bureau?
That's right.
Come in, please. I've been expecting you.
Thanks.
May I say that we are not pleased by this visit?
I'm sorry, I didn't set it up.
Oh, it is not personal, you understand. But we feel that France is, how shall I say it, is being insulted by the charges that we are the center of the illicit narcotics trade in Europe.
Inspector, a lot of heroin is getting into the States. We know it's coming from France.
Well, that is doubtful.
In the last 6 weeks, we have intercepted and destroyed over 100 pounds of refined heroin coming into New York alone.
From France?
Definitely. 3 men from my department have died in the operation, and that is no exaggeration.
Well, as you say, it is foolish for me to fence with you. That is not my job.
As I understand it, Inspector, your job is not to question nor to argue. Your job is to cooperate. And that was the information handed down to my boss from the State Department.
You may be assured of our cooperation.
Entree! The door is open. Oh, hello. You must be the chap Helene picked up on the plane.
Picked up?
Oh, that's just a figure of speech, of course. I'm Harrington Frayne, Helene's brother. Oh, hi, I'm Steve Nash. Yes, well, hello. Sit down. Helene should be back in a minute. Just stepped out to do a bit of last-minute shopping.
That you, Helene?
Oh, Auntie. This is that chap that Helene met on her flight back, Mr. Stephen Nash. This is our Aunt Phyllis and Mrs. Starrow.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Nash?
How do you do, Mrs. Starrow?
Oh, please, call me Phyllis. Mrs. Starrows reminds me of that I'm an old widow woman. Are you going to be in Paris long, Stephen?
2, 3 weeks, perhaps longer. Auntie thinks of herself as an unofficial tourist bureau. Feels she must take her fellow countrymen under her wing and show them her Paris.
Oh, you be quiet. I just want to be pleasant. Don't you like people who are pleasant, Steve?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't suppose that Harrington or Helene has told you of our trouble.
Oh, good Lord, Phyllis, must you tell everyone you meet? Mr. Nash has only been here a few minutes, and you want to burden him with the story?
Well, I must say it's rather a traumatic experience, wouldn't you say, Stephen? To lose emeralds worth $150,000.
$150,000?
Oh, that must be Helene. Let her in, Harrington.
Phyllis is angry with me. She always calls me Harrington when she's annoyed. Oh, Helene.
Is Mr. Nash here yet?
Oh, indeed, yes. Phyllis and I have been staging a little domestic spat to keep him amused.
Well, I wasn't amused, and I'm sure that this nice Mr. Nash wasn't amused either.
I'm certain he wasn't. Hello, Steve.
Helene.
Sorry I was late and allowed my abrasive brother and aunt to put on a show for you.
I enjoyed every moment, Helene.
Penny for your thoughts, Steve.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let the maitre d' seat us here in the window with a view of Notre Dame and the river.
It is beautiful, isn't it? I was worried that perhaps you might feel that I'd steered you to a tourist trap. This place is frightfully expensive, you know.
It's great. I'm on an expense account. Stop worrying.
All right, I shall.
And speaking of worry, you seem to have something bothering you. Is it something personal?
Well, it's about my aunt and Harrington.
Yeah?
Well, you see, my aunt has lost a very valuable piece of jewelry.
The emeralds.
You know?
Well, one of the first things she told me when I called, worth $100,000 or more.
They're insured for $120,000.
Why should she worry?
She's not worrying. I am. The emeralds are not lost, strayed, or stolen.
What?
It's just a stunt to bilk the insurance company.
Well, she's being very foolish.
She's desperate. She's completely without money. For that matter, both Harrington and I are, too.
If they go through with this insurance swindle, they're going to be in big trouble. Even a professional crook would have serious problems, and they're...
Rank amateurs. When I went back to New York to see if I could raise some money...
Oh, no good, eh?
Aunt Phyllis has been to the well too often. No credit.
Well, why doesn't she sell the emeralds, honestly?
Well, I believe it's Harrington's idea, but he wants her to sell them to some...
Fence?
Yes. And also collect the insurance. He's made several tentative moves in that direction. He's spoken to several mysterious callers. I don't know how far the transaction has gone.
Taxi! Taxi!
I can find you a taxi, monsieur.
What?
You want a taxi? I can get one for you.
No, thanks, sir. What a town. Even the taxi drivers have agents.
You will not make a move, monsieur. It is a revolver that is pressing into your back.
Perhaps you underestimated your strength, Gab. The blow on the head...
No, you'll be all right. We dropped her at the Concord. That is the hotel where she is staying, is it not?
Yes. Nash, can you hear me? You are opening your eyes. That is better.
Oh, my head.
Unfortunately, Geb found it necessary to persuade you to come with him.
Yeah. It's a neat little persuader he used, right in the back of my head. Thanks.
Don't try to move yet, Mr. Nash.
Who are you?
I? You do not know me? I am quite well known. I am Orestes Kolodinos.
Rings no bells. Why should you try to make me come here? Wait a minute. Where is she? What have you done with her?
Now, compose yourself, Mr. Nash. I take it you are referring to Miss Helene Friend?
Where is she?
Back at her hotel. I had her sent back immediately. We did not want to speak to her, just you.
Okay. You have the floor, Mr. Kolodinos.
Kolodinos, Monsieur Nash. It is an old name. In my country, a revered name.
I'll do my best to remember. Well, continue.
A question, monsieur. Why are you in France?
As we say at home, none of your business.
I like you, Monsieur Nash. You are refreshingly candid. You are working for FNB. You are a trusted, intelligent worker, well thought of.
Thanks for the information. When I get back, I'll put in for a raise.
If you get back, monsieur. If you get back.
There is no doubt in Steve's mind that Kolodinos would and could carry out his threat. 3 men had already been permanently silenced, and it was not likely that Kolodinos would hesitate at the 4th. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. After his meeting with Kolodinos, Steve was taken back to his hotel. It was too late to do anything but call Elaine to reassure himself of her safety. It may have occurred to him that his feelings for her were more than that of a casual friend, and the sound of her voice on the phone convinced him of her personal concern for his safety.
Steve, you're safe. Oh, I was so worried.
They told me that you'd been driven back to your hotel, but I wanted to be sure.
I saw that man hit you. There was a car waiting. He forced me into the car, and they dragged you in. Oh, you were so white, I thought...
With my hard head, you needn't have worried. I'll tell you all about it when I see you.
Well, when? When will I see you? Oh, there's so many things to ask you.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you what time. I'll call you again.
Okay, Steve. Till then, bye.
Bye, darling.
Ridiculous. Incroyable, monsieur. It could not have occurred.
I tell you, he told me that his name was Kaladinos.
It could not be he. It is a, how do you say, imagination, hallucination.
This lump on my head is not the result of a vivid imagination, Inspector. And also, I have a witness. I was with a Miss Helene Frayne when the incident occurred.
Frayne? Frayne is an English name?
Possibly English in origin, but she's an American.
She has a husband by name Harrington Frayne?
No, that's her brother.
This is a most interesting development. Monsieur Frayne was here not 20 minutes before you to report that his aunt, Madame Phyllis Darrow, had been robbed of a valuable collection of emeralds. I believe he estimated the jewels to be worth, I have the report here. Yes, 700,000 francs. In dollars, 150,000.
Look, Inspector, let's stay with my problem. Now, what are you going to do about Kaladinos?
Do? But you are jesting, monsieur. Monsieur Kaladinos is a very rich, very powerful man.
So he can get away with hitting a man over the head and forcibly detaining him, kidnapping him, threatening him?
Monsieur Kaladinos could not have been involved in this matter.
What do you mean? I spoke to him. He introduced himself. He insisted that I pronounce his name correct.
It was not Kaladinos, monsieur.
Who was it then? What was this man's purpose in posing as Kaladinos?
That, monsieur, I cannot answer. But I know that it could not have been Kaladinos. He is just at this time, 1900 hours, arriving in France at Orly Airport in his own plane.
Steve.
Darling.
Oh, you kissed me.
Surprise you?
No. I was sort of expecting you to kiss me. Don't you think we ought to shut the door?
I wanted to take you in my arms 20 minutes after we met on the plane.
I wanted you to 13 minutes after we... Oh, damn, let's ignore it.
Yeah, you better answer it.
Oh, dear. Yes? Yes, he's here. Steve, it's for you. New York calling.
Oh, yeah, I left word at my hotel where I was going to be.
Here, darling.
Oh, thanks. Hello?
Steve, this is Hal Borden in New York.
Oh, right, Chief. You get my cable?
Yeah, and I have all the info you requested, but I can't give it to you where you are. Incidentally, where are you?
Oh, Suite 1013 at the Concord Hotel. It's all right, it's a friend.
All right, now go to the railroad station. Gare du Nord. Near the ticket window on the south side of the station, you'll see a line of 10 telephone booths. Counting from left to right, you'll go to booth 3 at 3 o'clock your time. You better get to it 15 minutes early to be sure it's available.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Chief. Let me see if I got it all. Gare du Nord, 3 o'clock, third booth on the south side of the station, counting from the left.
Correct.
Why all these precautions, Chief?
Steve, you are being watched, followed, bugged 24 hours of the day. Don't trust anyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, Chief.
Well, what was that all about?
Oh, it's nothing. It's the business I'm in, Helene.
Oh, it sounds very mysterious. Rushing off to the Gare du Nord to receive a phone call at 3 o'clock in booth 3.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What?
When I came into the hotel just now, the clerk at the desk, he gave me a message for you. And I got it here someplace.
For me?
I think it's for your brother. What did I do with it? Ah, darn it.
Well, they'll be upset. It's probably nothing important.
Hang on. I can remember it. It was very short. Just call El Morey.
What?
Yeah, it was, sounds sort of Arabic. El Morey. E-L-M-O-R-E-Y. Did you ever hear of it before?
I know. Maybe. I'm not sure.
You seemed a bit upset when I mentioned it.
Well, I was, actually. I think it's the man Harrington has been trying to contact.
About the sale of the emeralds?
Yes. We've had several calls. I've heard him deep in muffled conversation on the phone at least 3 times in the last week.
Helene, you can't let them...
You've got to help me. I'm desperate.
I can't think how I can stop them. Except by going to the police, as you said.
Oh, not that. No. Well, that would be the last resort.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, Steve?
Yeah, Borden. Steve Nash.
Steve, is that you?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you got to the booth early.
I'm 7 minutes and 35 seconds early,
Now
exactly.
We have reason to believe that we may be bugged right here at headquarters. Here's the info on Cardenas. He's a rich exporter of olives and olive oil. He's dabbled in other things, art, petroleum, some shipping.
But mainly olives and olive oil, eh? Clean?
Well, who knows?
Then explain why he picked me up, brought me to this place, and gave me more than a gentle warning to get the hell out.
I don't get it. He's reputed to be one of the richest men in Europe. Now, here's what I wanted to tell you. We have it on good authority that a very large shipment of raw opium came into Marseille yesterday. It'll take a few days to process, and then the refined product will be slipped out of France for here.
Did the French know?
They're just being told through official channels. We've asked them to check all personal baggage going out of France.
Going out? Big order.
I know, it's going to be tough to check. A lot will slip by. We'll have to try to spot it here.
Wait a minute, Chief.
What is it?
Someone just slipped into the booth next to mine.
Public phone, Steve.
No. This guy I recognize. You know what time it is on my watch? Exactly 3.
Yeah, but Steve, what is
The
that got
character I ran into on the street the other night. The one who let me have it on the back of the head. Don't you see? He's in the next booth, probably hooking up some sort of electronic device to listen in on us.
He expected you there at 3.
Yeah, you were right. You were right about the phone being bugged. But we got the jump on him by several minutes because I was early. I won't hang up my phone, Chief. Stay on the phone. I'm going to get him.
What?
I got you little punk.
Let me go. I'll call the police. Help!
You call the police. Good. Save me the trouble. But before they get here, I have a little something I owe you from the other night. Are you quitting so soon? Come on, buddy boy. Don't play unconscious with me. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to have some company. Hello. Chief, are you still there?
Yeah, Steve, what's going on?
I just nailed our eavesdropper, and I was right. He is one of Cardenas' boys. Now, you better get in touch with the French police and point the finger at Cardenas. And while you're getting Cardenas into trouble with the police, you might tell them that they got me locked up. I don't think I'll be able to explain.
Locked up? What are you talking about? You're not locked up.
No, but by that time I will be. Here comes the gendarme now. Bye, Chief.
It is one thing to point the finger at Cardenas. It is another to pin him down. Cardenas is a man used to wielding great power, a very cunning and wily antagonist. We'll be back shortly with Act 3. At times, Steve Nash's assignment has him feeling as though he's chasing phantoms. He keeps reaching out to grab something tangible and ends up with empty hands. After 10 days in Paris, he is as much in the dark about the narcotics racket as he was before he came. Cardenas is probably deeply involved. But Cardenas is untouchable.
You can close the cell door, guard.
Thank you. Thanks for being so prompt, Inspector. I didn't think I could stand your Bastille for another 10 minutes.
Monsieur Nash, we have received a call from your bureau in New York asking us to come here and release you. How they knew you had been arrested is a mystery.
I told him on the phone.
You called from here?
No. When I was making a call to my chief in New York from a booth in the Gare du Nord.
I still do not understand.
I knew I was in trouble after I hit that man that Cardenas sent.
Cardenas? He is becoming, how you say, an obsession.
You still don't believe he was the man?
No. And I do not wish to continue this useless conversation. You have been released. You may leave. Good day.
Hey, wait a minute, Inspector. What happened to the man I hit?
He was treated for his injuries and sent home.
Hey, let him go. He is Cardenas, man. He's the one who cracked me over the head and took me.
Monsieur, I will not listen to more from you. I am 3 years from retirement, and I am not stupid to jeopardize my pension.
What's your pension got to do with this?
What indeed?
I have told you that Monsieur Colodinos is very important, very powerful.
You're afraid of him.
I would not exactly say that.
Well, I would exactly say it. I think he's the fat butterfly I came here to catch. And I'm going to net him with your help. Or without it.
Monsieur Nash. Monsieur Nash. Here.
Well, Mr. Colodinos, fancy meeting you here.
May I give you a lift?
No, thank you. My head still aches when I remember my last ride in your rolls.
Get in. We're tying up traffic parking here. Come on, you're perfectly safe.
Okay.
Good. Drive on, Andre.
As a matter of fact, I was anxious to see you, Colodinos.
Really? I am flattered. You wanted to say goodbye?
Goodbye?
Yes, because you are leaving Paris.
Where did you get that information? I mean, how come I haven't heard?
You will, monsieur. You will. And you are very lucky, you know.
Go on.
You are alive. Monsieur Nash, you have been walking in dangerous territory. And do you know why you have survived?
Tell me.
Because you have been completely ineffectual. Because you have discovered nothing in all the time you have been here. In fact, your superiors are of the opinion that you have wasted your time and your government's money.
So I'm going home in disgrace.
Friday afternoon. Flight 225 International.
Suppose I decide to stay on until I've nailed you.
That would be a very unfortunate decision. Learn to quit when you're ahead. You are ahead right now.
Well, I want to thank you for everything. All the arrangements. Very neat. Very efficient.
Thank you. And now I should like to drop you at your destination.
My hotel?
I was thinking perhaps that you would be going to the American Embassy. There to call your superior in New York, Chief Borden, and verify the information that I have given you.
Borden here. Steve?
Right, Chief.
Been trying to reach you all day. I haven't got good news for you.
I know. I'm coming home Friday.
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm just following orders.
Oh, don't bother to explain, Chief. Someone over here doesn't like me, that it?
That's about it.
Maybe because I'm getting close to something? Beginning to press where it hurt?
Well, if you want it straight, we got the info that you're having a big thing with a certain Miss Helene Frayne. Spending government bread on her fancy restaurants, things like that.
Yeah, no mention of Orestes Colodinos in all the memos on me.
No, not a thing.
Marvelous. It's simply astounding how that overweight olive salesman can be everywhere at the same time. Wield influence strong enough to get our government to back down and still not show himself.
Steve, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm not fired yet, am I?
No, not yet.
It's nice to know where you stand. I'm still employed until Friday. That gives me 3.5 days.
I'll do what I can for you, Steve.
Thanks, Chief. I knew you'd say that.
Now listen, call on me for anything I can do from here. Any time of the day or night. Now, here's my home number. Don't hesitate to call. It's 415-3132.
Hang on. I haven't got a pencil or a paper handy.
Oh, just remember the name McCauley. M-C-H-O-L-L-Y. That's how I remember all telephone numbers. I convert them to names.
Oh, you use the letters on the telephone dial instead of the numbers?
Yeah, it's an old trick. You remember, Steve?
Can't forget. Macaulay.
Okay, good luck, Steve.
Steve, darling.
Hi, Helene.
Oh, come in. Come in, let's shut the door. Oh, I called you all day yesterday. I left messages.
I was in jail.
Jail?
Yeah, I ran into the buzzard who hit me that night.
Oh, that night?
Yeah, I was making that overseas call in the Gare du Nord when I noticed him getting into the booth next to mine.
What a coincidence.
Oh, that was no coincidence. Someone knew I was to be there at 3 o'clock and tipped him off. I hit him, and the gendarme... Say, you've been packing. Are you leaving Paris?
Well, that's what I wanted to tell you. We're flying to New York on Friday.
Friday? I'm going back on Friday, too. Flight 225, international.
You're kidding. Oh, that's our flight. Oh, Steve, that's wonderful. Oh, we'll have 6 whole hours together. Speaking of coincidence.
I'm beginning to wonder if it is really that, or if someone isn't programming my whole life to suit his own wishes.
I don't understand you.
I'm just talking to myself. You're going to be a wee bit overweight, Elaine. All these boxes and packing crates, are they going with you?
Oh, heavens, no. We'll just carry suitcases. This will all be sent by freighter.
Oh, I see. Ship via SS Andreas Bordeaux. Is that a French ship, Elaine?
Well, I wouldn't know. Harrington made all the arrangements.
Oh, speaking of your brother, how's his little swindle going?
I'm afraid that it's all been settled.
Oh, he sold it, eh?
Well, he seems to have a great deal of money on him. And Auntie's out shopping at the most expensive couturier in Paris.
What about you, Elaine?
I couldn't do it, Steve. I couldn't turn them in. Oh, the whole thing's a mess. I feel helpless.
Well, take heart. They may get caught yet. Wait till they try to collect the insurance money.
Oh, Phyllis.
I am exhausted, utterly exhausted. One doesn't realize how tiring shopping for clothes can be. Oh, hello. You're Mr.
Nash, Mrs. Starr.
Oh, of course. Nash, Philip Nash. Now, where did we meet, young man?
Right here, Phyllis. Not more than 10 days ago. And his name is Stephen, not Philip.
Oh, yes.
And?
And?
And he's the man I'm going to marry. If you'll have me. Will you, Steve?
Will I? Darling, I thought you'd never ask.
Hello?
Chief, Steve.
You know what time it is?
Yes, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Where you are. Here, it's just 2 o'clock in the morning. I just got to sleep an hour ago.
I'm sorry, Chief. I had to call. It's urgent. Chief, I'm in Bordeaux.
What the hell are you doing in Bordeaux?
I'll explain it to you later. Just tell me this. You mentioned that Colodinos had varied business interests. One you mentioned in passing, shipping?
Yes, he has. He owns 2 ships, both under Liberian registry. Uses them mainly for his olive oil company.
Would the name of one of them be the SS Andreas?
Can't remember the names. The files are at the office.
Well, I'll be in Paris in a few hours. Would you check and call me?
You sound like you've latched onto something, Steve.
I may have. I'll tell you about it when I see you. I'm flying home this afternoon, remember?
Yeah.
If I have anything, I'll have you to thank. Thanks for the tip, Macaulay.
I can't understand. I distinctly remember ordering all 3 tickets for first class. Now they tell me that we have 2 first and 1 tourist.
Now, don't get so worked up about it, huh?
I suppose you expect me to sit in the tourist class seat?
No, I shall.
Being a martyr, Helene?
No, but I'll have more charming company in tourist than you, dear brother. Here he comes now.
Nash, that's right. Phyllis said he'd be on this flight.
Steve, over here.
I'm sorry I'm a little late. I had to wait for a call from New York. Hello, Harrington.
Hello. Please excuse me. I've got to find Phyllis. She's buying perfume in the duty-free shops. She'll never know what time it is.
Don't be too long. They'll be calling our flight any minute. Oh, Steve, I missed you. Where have you been for the last 2 days?
Oh, a few things to wrap up before I left Paris. I wanted to take a look at a little more of the country. I may not be back for years, if ever.
Well, why didn't you tell me? I'd have gone with you.
Mademoiselle, monsieur?
Oh, Inspector Boivin.
Come to see us off, monsieur?
Not exactly. Mademoiselle, Madame Starrow and Monsieur Harrington Frayne should also be present. They are here?
They're here, Monsieur Boivin. My aunt is doing some last-minute shopping. Oh, here they are.
I've had the most glorious time, Helene. Oh, Miss Nash. Oh, Monsieur Boivin. Well, I'm afraid I'm way over my quota. I have bought some big gallons and gallons.
Madame, but we have very little time, and it is necessary that all your luggage be examined before you board.
Be examined? At this end? We're going out, not coming in.
I am sorry, monsieur. Regulations, if you will be so kind.
Regulations? Since when?
Tuesday this week. All luggage must be examined before departure.
Red tape, bureaucratic red tape.
If you'd stop arguing, we'd be through it in a matter of minutes.
Wyatt Harrington. Now, Monsieur Boivin, where do we go?
Please, be so kind as to follow me. You too, Monsieur Nash. Through this door, please.
Our bags are already on the plane. They were checked through.
You will find that all your luggage is on that table, ready for examination. Now, the attendants will help you, but we should like you to open your own luggage. Who is first here?
That's mine.
Open, please. Now let us look inside the case containing your articles of toilet, monsieur. This is toothpaste.
Is this necessary, monsieur? Must you remove and examine everything in the case?
Patience, monsieur. I know what I am looking for. This tube is most interesting. Regard, it has been opened at the bottom and sealed again. When one presses firmly on the tube, one discovers that there are unnatural lumps within. We shall see what they are. I take my pocket knife and... there. These are emeralds, wouldn't you say, madame?
Yes, they are my emeralds. Now, would you be so kind as to give them to me?
Presently, madame. Monsieur Frayne, Madame Starrow, you are under arrest.
On what charge?
Oh, my nephew did not steal my jewels. I gave them to him for safekeeping.
You reported a theft, madame. A false theft.
A mistake. A misunderstanding.
We have found the emeralds, and now we report them found.
You are in a conspiracy to defraud the insurance company, madame. That is a crime. Now, you will both come with me.
You, Nash, you did this, snooping around. I knew he was some sort of a cop, Phyllis.
You are clear, mademoiselle. The attendants will see that your luggage is placed aboard the plane.
So you finally decided to do it, eh, Elaine?
Yes. I discovered that the emeralds hadn't been sold yet. Also that Phyllis hadn't reported the loss to the insurance company. I knew the charges couldn't be too severe and would probably be dismissed.
Of course, they'll probably never forgive you.
Well, I think they will in time. And I'll have you to console me, Steve. They'll be calling our plane now. Too bad Phyllis and Harrington's tickets won't be used.
Oh, look, there's Boivin. He's alone. I guess he sent them off to the Bastille. I don't envy them their visit. My experience was pretty bad.
Will Mademoiselle Elliot Frayne come to information, please?
Oh, you're being paged, Elaine.
I can't imagine what it is.
Elliot Frayne come to information,
Let's
please?
find out. Come on.
You have a message for me?
Oui, madame? Elaine Frayne?
Yes?
Ah, oui. Here, I have it here.
Thank you. Merci.
Oh, what is it, Elaine? You look worried.
Nothing. Nothing, Steve. I just got to make a telephone call that I neglected to... there's a booth over there.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, wait for me here. E-L-M-O-R-E-Y.
Yes?
This is Elaine. I'm at the airport. I got your message.
What message?
The message is information. I was paged.
What message?
The usual. Call El More.
You fool. You little fool. I sent no message. You've been trapped. You are caught. And so am I. They will be waiting when you come out of the booth. You have involved me, you stupid fool. Thank your American lover for this.
You are under arrest, mademoiselle. Would you be so kind as to accompany me?
Yes.
Monsieur Nash, I leave the prisoner in your custody. Your plane is already boarding. You do not have much time.
Thanks, Inspector.
Steve,
Don't cry. It can change matters.
Steve, I won't try to defend myself.
You were planted on the plane I came over on, weren't you?
Yes.
This whole business of the stolen emerald was a diversionary move, eh? Harrington and Phyllis would be caught and the police satisfied with the capture. This would allow you to slip through.
Yes. It's true. It's all true. We were the clearinghouse. The crates we sent to Bordeaux.
I know. Narcotics. The ship SS Andreas belongs to Colodinas. I checked it out. Sailed yesterday for New York. 12 gallon tins in the cargo contain heroin, not olive oil. They'll be found when the ship docks in New York. I've wired ahead.
I'm sure you have.
So this has all been a performance. A charming charade to throw dust in my eye.
No, that isn't entirely true.
Come on, Elaine.
It started that way, I admit. Please believe me. I love you.
Mademoiselle?
Yes, I'm ready. Goodbye, Stephen.
Steve stood there and silently watched the woman he had just begun to love being led away by the French police. For long minutes after she disappeared through the main doors, he stood there without moving. Finally, with an effort, he responded to the last boarding call for Flight 225. I'll be back shortly. When Steve Nash got off the plane in New York, congratulate him. But all the praise and promises of a promotion couldn't wipe out the last look on Helene's face. He knew it would stay with him forever. Our cast included Paul Hecht, Suzanne Grossman, Ruth Warwick, George Petrie, Leon Janney, and Gil Mack. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
And now, brought to you in part by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sounds of suspense, to the fear you can hear. Relax and listen to the strange tale of a strange man, though no more strange than anyone who has suffered what you might call a mutilation of the soul. And who of us has not, at one time or another, suffered such a mutilation? What means did we use to restore ourselves? How quickly did we recover? How well did we heal? The answers vary even as we vary. One man's answers are revealed, we trust, in the story which follows.
I'm cold. So am I. It's the darkness I mind the most. Not to be able to see you.
Oh, touch me.
That'd help. My God, where are you?
Right here. Right here.
I can't find you. Keep talking. Keep talking.
I'm here.
I can't. Huh? Oh, here you are.
Oh, darling, don't let go.
Never. Oh, never. Never.
Our mystery drama, The Deadly Hour, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Elspeth Eric and stars Norman Rose. A person who seems strange, we call grotesque, incredible, not to be believed. We make a feeble effort to deny that he could exist. But he does exist. There he is, before our eyes, in all his strangeness. We do not believe in him because we do not know him. Because once we know, we will have to believe. And this can be a long and painful process. Listen now to the story of Martin Jerome. See if you can believe it.
Mr. Jerome, I only consented to see you because your letter sounded quite desperate. As a rule, I only see patients on referral. But your letter, may I read it to you? Perhaps it will help us to get started. Last night, I heard you being interviewed on a radio program. In the dark of my room, in the darkest hour of the night, I thought, here is a man who can help me to solve the awful predicament in which I find myself. I enclose a stamped, addressed envelope for your reply, since I have no phone. I am counting on you. Sincerely, Martin C. Jerome. Well, Mr. Jerome, the hour is passing, and I don't want you to waste your money. Take your time. Take your time if you have difficulty in talking. I'll wait.
Doctor.
Did you say something, Mr. Jerome?
Doctor, you...
Yes?
You are the first person I have spoken to in 25 years.
You said 25 years?
Yes.
I begin to understand your silence. Can you tell me what drove you into this silence?
I married a woman.
Yes?
The most desirable woman in the world. My Helen. My adored one. I never thought that an insignificant man like myself could even aspire to possess such a woman. And the day she said those words to me, I could scarcely believe my ears.
You're a dear, Martin, and I'd love to marry you.
Helen, I can't think why you'd want a man like me.
Because you're sweet. Let's get married right away. What about next week?
The world changed completely for me. Everything became important, immediate. The sun shone just to keep me warm, and the breeze blew to make me cool. Me, Martin Jerome, me. I had been so blessed.
Yes?
It was a beautiful wedding. Helen had a great deal of money, and I was fairly well off. Many people came to the church, and even more to the reception. People of prominence. I knew them all. All but one. He was tall. Unusually tall. As I am unusually short. He was handsome, as I am not. He was charming, self-assured, very much at his ease, all of which I have never been. You couldn't help noticing him. Helen, who's that very tall man talking to your mother? The pale man with the black mustache?
I've no notion, love. It's probably someone Mother invited.
Good looking, isn't he?
Sort of. Come on. It's time to cut the cake.
We sailed for Europe. My head was swimming with visions of the life I had embarked on. The good life, the beautiful life. One night on the ship, we were at dinner. Helen, look over there. To your right, against the wall, sitting by himself. Isn't that the man who was at our wedding?
500 people at our wedding, love.
He's getting up from the table. The tall man, black mustache. Your mother must have invited him, you said.
Well, then I guess she did.
After dinner, we danced for a while. Then Helen said she had a headache, but I should stay and enjoy myself. Well, I tried, but I couldn't enjoy myself without her. I was too much in love for that. I watched the dancers for a while, drank a brandy. I managed to kill an hour, and then I went down to our stateroom. Helen wasn't there. When I stepped back out into the corridor, There she was, coming out of another stateroom about 6 doors from ours.
Darling.
You weren't in our room. I didn't know what to think. You said that you had a headache.
I've been doing a little detective work. You were so anxious to know who the tall man was. Well, I found out. He's not precisely a friend. His mother came to the wedding and dragged him along.
Helen, you were in his stateroom.
I ran into him in the corridor, and he said to come in for a nightcap. Let's go to bed. Our stateroom is much nicer than his, by the way.
We went to Paris. And then because she loved to ski, we went to St. Moritz. She was very good on skis, effortless as a bird flying. I watched and never got tired of watching. And then, one day, there he was again, the tall man.
I've got to catch the ski tow. Wait for me.
Helen, he's here.
Who's here?
The man from the wedding, the man from the ship.
Oh, is he here? Oh, so he is. Well, I'm off. Wait for me.
After St. Moritz, we came back to the city and moved into an apartment. I went to work. We made friends. Helen grew lovelier every day, and she was her loveliest the day she told me that we would have a child.
Tell me about that.
Well, Helen was very light-hearted, very casual about the prospect, but I...
Yes? How did you feel?
Well, it's hard to tell you, Doctor. Oh, I know every man is what, excited, happy, I don't know, but I felt bowed down, Doctor, actually crushed by my own good fortune. That a man like myself, so petty, so pitiable, should be given a child by a woman like Helen.
Have you always thought of yourself as petty and pitiable?
I have.
Why?
Because I am.
Go on, please.
I could scarcely concentrate on my work once I'd heard the good news. Helen was on my mind all the time. And one day, I suddenly couldn't bear being in the office, couldn't bear being anywhere except where she was. And I rushed home. I suppose you know what I found.
I think you'd best tell me.
I hurried to the bedroom, looking for her. I burst through the door, and in the bed, our bed, there he was.
The man from the wedding.
From the wedding, from the ship, from the ski tow. He looked at me, standing in the doorway. He said not a word, but his red lips smiled. And then the bathroom door opened, and Helen took a step into the room. Helen, all scrubbed and fragrant. She was wearing something pink. I think it was made of lace. And she smiled too. While I stood in the doorway, she smiled. And then she said, "Well, love, now you know." And the world rocked, and I felt as though I had died, but I hadn't. I was still standing there. Doctor, I've never told what I just told you to anyone before.
Not to anyone?
No. It wasn't simply grief that I felt. It was my pride that had been destroyed. My marriage to Helen had built up a sort of pride. I thought, if she loves me, then I must be something. Oh, it is not a good thing, Doctor, to build your pride on what other people think of you, or seem to think.
No, it isn't.
So I cleared out. That was 25 years ago. And I have not said a word to anyone until today.
How have you lived?
Well, I had a business, import and export. I kept the business, but I dismissed my staff. I had the phone removed and made arrangements to conduct my affairs by mail. I took a one-room flat with a little kitchen, a bed, a chest of drawers, an easy chair with an ottoman. And to one side of the chair, my hi-fi stereo set and my records. To the other side, my books. After my work, I'd sit in my easy chair with my feet on the ottoman, listen to my records and read. Only writers who are dead, however. I'd read till about 10 o'clock, eat a little something, and go to bed. The next morning, go to work all day and do the same thing all over again.
No relaxation of any kind? No enjoyment?
Well, vacation in the summer. I shut down the office for 2 weeks and take my vacation.
Where do you go?
I take a train, 2 trains, actually, and a bus to a little town on the coast called Marsh Hills. You've probably never heard of it.
I'm afraid I haven't.
No one has. There's no reason why anyone should.
And you spend your 2 weeks in Marsh Hills?
Oh, no. No, I merely stable my horse there.
You have a horse?
About 15 miles from Marsh Hills, Doctor, close to the sea. There is a cave hollowed out of the rock by the waves. And when I get to Marsh Hills, I arrive every year on the same day. They have my horse ready for me, and I ride the 15 miles to the cave, and there I spend my vacation.
In a cave? For 2 weeks?
Well, I walk. I canter my horse on the beach. I gather what edible herbs there are growing in the rocks. I boil them. They're very tasty, really. And at the end of 2 weeks, I return my horse to the stable and take my bus and the 2 trains back to the city.
And you've lived this way for 25 years?
Oh, yes. But, Doctor, last summer something happened. I arrived in Marsh Hills as always. My horse was waiting for me, as always. And we started off at a walk for the cave by the sea. There is always a certain excitement when I begin to smell the sea. And I know that soon I shall be out of sight and sound of any human being. There will be only the sea, the sun, the wind, and my cave. It is the most thrilling moment of the year for me. I suppose it's the only one. Soon I will have my solitude. At last, I'm on the sand. My horse feels the excitement as I do. I feel him extend himself. And as we round the last bend in the shoreline, I see it. I see it, my cave, my refuge. But last summer...
Yes?
I pulled my horse up at the entrance to the cave. I sat listening to the rhythms of the ocean. And then, all at once, I heard a sound. A sound that I'd never heard before in that deserted spot. And the sound, Doctor, was coming from inside my cave. Never had I felt such anger. I was faint with hatred. I dismounted and I crept to the side of the cave where I knew it sloped to the ground. Quietly climbed to the roof. I found a tiny chink in the stone, no more than 1/8 of an inch wide. And I put my ear to it. Beneath me I heard laughter. Laughter and tender words and all the sticky, silly sounds that lovers make.
Are you my girl?
Oh, so much your girl.
How much?
This much.
I can't hardly see how much is this much. It's too dark in this place.
Then come here. Oh, darling, darling love.
They were kissing. They were using my sacred sanctuary for lovemaking. I almost fell from the roof of the cave. I struggled to stay where I was, and my feet dislodged a shower of stones.
What was that?
Sounds like a rock slide.
Yeah, some rocks in front of the entrance. Lots of them.
Hey, maybe we better move them.
Oh, we can still get out. Let's stay a little longer. I love this place.
All right.
I climbed down. My brain was on fire. My whole body was on fire. I had never felt such hatred as I felt then. Not since... Well, Doctor, you know when, I've told you. I took hold of a big boulder. Yes, these skinny arms went round it. This puny body pushed it. Pushed and shoved till it stood against the mouth of the cave. Was tight against the mouth of the cave. I heard the voices of the lovers, fainter now from inside.
George, it's really dark. It's darker than before.
Aaron, there's no light at all.
I had sealed them in.
What is darkness? It is the state from which we emerge, and it is the condition to which we return. We come from the darkness of the womb. We leave for the darkness of the tomb. In between is light and life. I'll be back shortly with Act Two. Marvin Jerome, 50 years old, has not uttered a single word to a living soul in 25 years. But now, in the office of an attentive psychiatrist, it seems the dear man can't stop talking.
After I had pushed and shoved the big rock into the entrance to the cave, Doctor, I stood for a few seconds, panting from the exertion and oppressed by the silence. There was only the sound of the wind and the water. I thought of the lovers locked inside. What were they doing? What were they saying? I felt that I must hear their voices again, as though their words, which had driven me near to madness, were essential now to keep me sane. I scrambled back to the roof of the cave and put my ear once again to the narrow crack through which I could hear them.
George, there was a little light before, now there's none.
More rocks must have fallen.
I didn't hear them. I heard something that didn't sound like rocks falling.
Come on, we've got to clear the entrance.
Come where? I don't know where the entrance is anymore. It's so dark.
Well, take my hand. I think I know which direction.
I can't even see your hand. Don't you have a match?
I may have, boy. Yeah, I have a few.
Well, light one.
I will.
Oh, went out.
No, don't panic.
Light another. We've got to get out of here.
Just don't panic.
All right, now, careful. Be careful.
I am being careful.
Oh, darling.
Huh?
No, I found the one that went out. It was right by my foot. Let me light it from yours.
Yeah, good girl.
All right, George. There's the entrance.
Don't let your match go out.
Don't you let yours.
Hey, look, see? Just a whole bunch of stones. Come on, let's start clearing them away.
Oh, both matches went out.
That's all right. Now, we know where we are. We're right by the entrance. Come on, let's get started.
George.
What, darling?
We will get out, won't we?
Of course we'll get out. Now, keep working. Don't stop.
At my listening post atop the cave, I heard them, so kindly taught each other, so reassuring, so united in their purpose. I pressed my ear closer to the crack in the cave's roof. I was frantic to hear every word.
George, it isn't getting any lighter. Shouldn't it start to get lighter?
Yes, it should.
Oh, why doesn't it?
How should I know why? I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, that's all right.
Marion.
What, darling?
We've cleared all the stones away.
But there's no light.
No. None.
Why not? Why isn't there?
Because there's something huge. A big boulder, I think, up against the entrance.
Oh, move it.
I will. It's heavy. It must be huge.
Well, how did it get there?
It fell from someplace, Lord knows where.
Can't you move it?
I'm trying.
Let me help.
Put your shoulder up against it.
That's what I'm doing. Can't you see?
No, I can't see. Do you think I could? Can you see?
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
All right, let's try together now. 1, 2, 3. Shove!
I don't think we moved it at all.
No, not a centimeter.
Darling, you know what the trouble is? We're tired, that's all. Clearing away all the stones just took our strength. I haven't had anything to eat since this morning. We need to rest for a little while. Then we'll be able to move it.
Oh, you're probably right. First, I want to light a match.
Why do you want to do that?
I want to look at your face.
Oh. Light it.
This is the face I love.
This is the face I love.
It's dark again.
No matter. When we wake up, we'll find our way into the light. Sleep now, my darling.
The thought of them lying there. No, the vision of them, for I could see them. The image was so strong. The two of them pressed close, their arms entwined, their hands clasped. The two young bodies fitted so tightly together against the dark and the cold. The nameless memory crowded in on me, and I knew what it was I remembered and would not name. And it was love. Love. It was love that I remembered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doctor.
For what?
Oh, for crying like this.
If there is anything to be sorry for, it's that it took you so long to cry.
All I really know is that when that word came into my head...
What word?
The word love. I shrank from it as though it was tainted. Poison.
Yes. And then?
And then? Oh, then. Then, Doctor, I climbed down, I got on my horse and rode back to Marsh Hills. I took the bus and the 2 trains back to the city.
You what?
I opened up my office. I took the dust covers off the furniture in my flat, and I resumed my old routine.
Didn't you ever think of them?
I'd shut them out of my mind, just as I'd shut them in the cave.
You didn't worry about them or anything?
Well, they had each other.
Mr. Jerome, I have to tell you, I can't help being shocked. Forgive me. Go on.
Well, after a while, the old feeling of loneliness came back. You see, I missed them.
Missed them?
Yes, it may sound strange.
Indeed it does.
I began imagining what they might be saying to each other. I couldn't know for sure, of course, but I imagined.
I'm cold.
So am I.
And hungry.
I can't find you. Keep talking. Keep talking.
I'm here.
I can't. Oh, there you are.
Oh, darling, don't let go.
Oh, never. Never.
I invented their conversations, of course, but I was fairly sure my inventions were accurate, or nearly so.
You simply left them there?
For 2 weeks. And then I was suddenly seized with the desire to hear their voices once more, before they were silent forever. I closed the office, closed the flat, took the 2 trains and the bus to Marsh Hills. They were surprised at the stable to see me back again so soon, of course, but they saddled my horse and I set off for the cave. The old excitement came back when I started to smell the salt air. There was the familiar thrill which I had looked forward to each summer for 25 years, till they had invaded my kingdom by the sea. Such a tiny kingdom, a cave no bigger than a tool shed, with no comforts, no conveniences, and they had taken it away from me. On the sand at last, we round the last bend, and I see it. My cave, my refuge. And even from a distance, I can see that the big boulder still stands wedged into the entrance.
What did you do then, Mr. Jerome?
I dismounted. I climbed to the roof of the cave. After all, I had made the long and rather arduous trip to hear their voices once more, if I could. I crouched down. I put my ear to the narrow crack.
And Were they still alive?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Weak, of course, but alive. Oh, yes, they were still alive.
Are you all right, George?
Yes. Are you?
I'm all right. If we only had something to eat. Anything.
Don't think about it.
You think there's any use trying to move that big rock again?
No.
I guess you're right.
Well, we've got about a third of the energy we had to start with. We better save whatever we've got.
Save it for what, George?
I don't know.
I know. For when somebody finds us. It's possible, isn't it? For somebody to find us?
Of course.
Oh, George. I'm thirsty.
Can you find the place where that trickle of water runs down the side?
I think so.
Feel along the cave wall to your right.
But it's so black in here.
You should be there by now.
Light the match.
No, it's the only one we have.
George, wasn't there a sort of a ridge, an indentation where the water trickled down in some moss?
That's right.
Well, I think I found it.
Oh, good.
There's no water.
There must be.
There isn't.
Then you're in the wrong place.
Then you find it. You're so smart.
I know exactly where. It's about here. I remember this. It ought to be right here.
Yes, it ought to be, but it isn't. It ought to be, but it isn't.
Marion, shh.
There's no food. And now there's no water. George, what will become of us?
Shh.
Doctor, I wanted to call to them. I wanted to say, wait for rain. Because as soon as a good rain came, the water would start to trickle down the cave wall again. But I couldn't speak. I don't know why I couldn't. Do you?
I have some notion, yes.
Why couldn't I?
I'd rather you told me the rest of the story first.
Oh, all right, Doctor, if you say so. Well, they must have gone to sleep after that. I think they probably slept a lot. I know that I didn't hear anything more after that until much later.
I wonder what day it is.
Well, it was Saturday when we came down here, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, then it must be, I don't know.
We've been here a week, I think.
More than that.
Much more?
About a week and a half.
Oh. You think it's Wednesday? Or?
I think so.
If it's Wednesday, then we've been here 11 days.
Something like that. What difference does it make?
I'd just like to know, that's all. Oh, don't be angry, darling.
Doctor, I had the craziest impulse to whisper to them, "It's Tuesday." I almost laughed. Why do these ludicrous ideas come into our heads at the weirdest moments of our lives?
Perhaps it wasn't as ludicrous as you thought.
Of course it was. I was there to watch these people die. Listen to them die is more like it. And I still wanted to tell them what day of the week it was. If that's not ludicrous, I don't know what is.
Tell me, what happened next?
Well, I went to sleep on the roof of the cave. After the sun came up in the morning, I got a sandwich out of my saddlebag and a flask of brandy and sat on the sand for a while, watching the ocean. And then I went back to my listening post.
George.
Yes?
I'm going to try walking around a little. Oh, Lord. This darkness is driving me mad.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Let me have a match.
No.
Oh, give it to me.
I won't.
What was that?
I heard something.
I stumbled over something.
Well, look for it. Fish around.
That's what I'm doing. Got it.
What is it?
Feels like a little sort of a pan.
Pan?
Well, about 5 inches wide.
What?
Enamel, I think. Feels like enamel. It's a little pan to cook things in, the sort of thing campers might use.
Wait. That means somebody's been here before.
And that means whoever was here could come back.
Or somebody else could. I mean, this cave is a place people come to. We're not the only ones. We're not the first. Other people have...
They'd stumbled across the little enamel pan I had used to boil my herbs in. I couldn't bring myself to speak to them, but I took a packet of matches, the cardboard kind, and I wrote on it, I am here. Just that. I am here. And I slipped it through the crack in the roof of the cave.
Three little words. I am here. I suppose the most cherished trio of words in our language consists of I love you. But surely there are times of trouble when I am here is even more welcome. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. It is the disease of not listening, the malady of not marking, that I am troubled withal. So said Henry IV, according to William Shakespeare. But the disease that troubles Martin Jerome is listening too closely, and his malady is marking too well.
I pushed the packet of matches with its absurd message down through the crack in the cave with a little stick. I heard it drop. I knew it had reached them even before I heard Marion speak.
George, something just dropped onto my shoulder. George, light the match.
Marion, it's our last match.
I don't care, light it. I have to know what fell on my shoulder.
I don't like to use
George,
up our last...
please, if you don't...
All right. All right. Take it easy. Did you see anything?
It hit my shoulder, and then it... Here it is. George!
What?
It's matches. It's a whole fold of matches.
You're kidding.
I'm not. But there's something written on it here, George. Wait a minute. It says, I am here.
Who's here?
I don't know.
Oh, my God, that's the end of the match. I held it till I burned my fingers. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
It's all right. What? We have matches now. Can you see?
Well, it isn't signed at all. It just says, I am here. That's all.
But who's here?
It doesn't matter, does it? Somebody's here. That's what counts.
Why doesn't he say something? Call out to us or something. Tell us that everything will be all right.
Maybe he's gone for help.
Oh, yes, that must be it.
Yes, that is it. It's all right now. It's all right as long as somebody's here.
I couldn't stand their joy over my simple-minded message. They seemed like silly children, as silly as I felt myself. For I hadn't the faintest notion what I was going to do once I had made this strange contact with them. I climbed down and sat on the beach staring at the water until I fell asleep. I must have slept the rest of that day and all night because it was the sun coming up behind the horizon that woke me. I went back to the cave, climbed to the roof, and put my ear to the crack.
George, I can't stand it. Where is he?
How should I know? Stop asking me.
He wouldn't give us a message like that. He wouldn't write, I am here on a package of matches and then just go away, would he?
How do I know? You keep asking me as though I had an answer.
Oh, I'm not hungry anymore.
I haven't been hungry for a long time.
I just feel
terribly weak. Damn it, I know. Now, will you shut up? Just shut up!
We'll die here, George.
Be quiet.
No water. No food. We'll die here.
I said shut up.
Whoever wrote that note must have been a madman.
Whoever he was, wherever he was, he's gone away.
Yes. And we'll die in this cave.
I don't intend to die in this cave.
Oh. And just what do you think you'll do about it?
Something.
Nothing you can do.
I'm just not going to die.
Yes.
Not yet.
Yes, you are. Make up your mind to it. What are you doing now?
I'm going to light a match.
Matches. We have matches. No food. No water. Just matches. George, what?
I'm not going to die. Not yet. Not me.
George!
Not me.
I felt as though the world had stopped. Actually, I had stopped. All at once, I knew what I must do. If I didn't want to go completely out of my mind. I clambered down from the roof. I ran to the cave entrance. I tried to move the big boulder that blocked it. I knew even before I tried that I wouldn't be able to do it. But my mind was working brilliantly. I ran to where my horse's saddle and bridle lay on the sand. And after taking it all apart, I began working to put it together again. For a new purpose. Oh, I used everything. The girth, the reins, the stirrup leathers. And in an hour, I had fashioned a crude device. I led my horse to the cave entrance. Somehow I wrapped the girth around the boulder and made it firm. The reins circled my horse's shoulders. And then I stood back and gave him a sharp rap on the flank. He moved. And the boulder moved. The boulder moved away from the entrance to the cave. There was room for me to squeeze through. Just inside, I found them. She lay there in a faint. He lay across her. And his teeth were sunk in her breast.
Mr. Jerome, would you like to wait till another time to tell me?
No. I must tell it to you now. I carried their bodies out, and I put them on the back of my horse. I threw a halter over his head and led him the 15 miles to Marsh Hills. It took all day because I stopped every hour to be sure that they were both breathing. There's a doctor in Marsh Hills, and I left them on his doorstep. I rang his bell and fled. The next day, I waited outside the doctor's house until I saw an ambulance drive up and take the young couple away. They were able to walk, so I knew they were all right, or soon would be. I went back to the city, but not before I had memorized the name of the hospital, which was printed on the ambulance. And from the city, I wrote to the hospital. I pretended to be a concerned relative. They answered me. They said that the girl, Marion, had already been discharged, but that they were keeping the young man for a few days more. They would let me know when he could go home. And they did let me know. I remember it was on a Sunday. And as he walked out of the hospital, I was waiting for him. He didn't seem at all surprised to see me. I took his hand. He came with me quietly. We boarded the bus. We took the 2 trains, no trouble at all. And when we got to the city, we went to my flat. He undressed, he bathed, and he got into my bed, and he went to sleep. That was, 6 months ago, Doctor, and he's been there with me ever since. He's all right? Oh, he's very well. I sleep on the floor now. He sleeps in the bed. I cook his breakfast, come home from the office and cook his lunch. And, of course, I make dinner for us both at night. And, we listen to music. I read a book, but he just listens to the music. Oh, yes, he's in good health.
Mr. Jerome, the hour is up.
You want me to leave?
Not quite yet. You've told me an amazing story. As amazing a story as I've ever heard. But tell me, just what is it you expect of me? What do you want me to do for you?
Huh? Oh, why, nothing, Doctor.
Nothing? Nothing at all?
I don't want help for myself, Doctor. I want help for the young man. You see, in the 6 months he's been staying with me, he hasn't uttered a word. Not one word.
Go see the doctor, young man. Yes, George, he can help you to unburden yourself. He will make the words pour out in full confession, and you will feel the better for it. Why, look what he has just done for Martin Jerome. As the deadly hour passed. I'll be back shortly. You've heard of the 7 wonders of the world? The Grand Canyon, the Taj Mahal, Niagara Falls, and I forget the other 4. No matter. Because they are simple things compared to the human mind in all its deviousness, all its twists and drifts. Why, I could sit in wonder at the human mind for the rest of my life. Our cast included Norman Rose, Marion Seldes, John Barragray, and Jack Grimes. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater. Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sounds of suspense. To the fear you can hear, to the terrifying world of the imagination. I'm your guide for a journey up a mysterious mountain. Dead Man's Mountain is what it's called. Going is really no problem. It's coming down that separates the living from the dead.
Doctor, a man simply cannot age 40 years in one night.
I wish I knew what to tell you, Mr. Johnson. I saw George last evening at dinner. He was 35. This morning, he's close to 80.
But how could that happen?
He went where he had no business going. Up Dead Man's Mountain.
Is there some kind of disease up there? Some germ? Some virus that can age a man?
None that is known to science.
Then how do you account for it?
Probably the Indian legend is correct. Some evil spirit up there hates to be disturbed.
Our mystery drama, Dead Man's Mountain, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Alan Hewitt. R.J. Johnson sits at his desk. Yes, the R.J. Johnson. The mysterious, the remote R.J. Johnson. I'd better explain that. His ways are mysterious, except when his plans include you. He is remote, except when he wants something from you. Then his presence can become an overwhelming reality. Some say R.J. is the richest man in the world. Some say he's the second, the third, the fourth richest. Does it matter? All we need to know is that on this particular morning, R.J. Johnson sits at his desk, as usual, and is formulating plans to buy or sell what? An industry? A government? Somebody's soul?
Parker, I want us to maintain our short position on Consolidated Industries. It's bleeding down steadily, and we should help depress it a bit, too. No, I'm not afraid of anything like that. They won't get a government contract. We can see to it. Pick up National Computer and Starlight Oil. I want our full concentration on those three. I'll call you back later. Yes, Mrs. Dollard. Come in.
Mr. Johnson, George Morrissey is here.
And about time. I want hourly reports on Consolidated, National, and Starlight. See to it that Parker can always reach me. Now, have Morrissey come in.
But, sir, about Morrissey.
Is there a problem?
Well, I...
You were saying?
Perhaps I should have said...
Mrs. Dollard, are you all right?
Perhaps I should have said... There's a man outside who claims to be George Morrissey.
Well, Mrs. Dollard, you know George Morrissey.
I thought I did.
If there's any doubt, check security.
I did.
Then that settles it. He could never hope to get past the lobby elevators if he weren't George Morrissey.
Mr. Johnson, maybe what I'm trying to say is there's a man out there, and I don't want him to be George Morrissey.
Have him come in here.
Yes, sir. Mr. Johnson will see you now. Do you see what I mean, Mr. Johnson?
Mrs. Dollard, is this your idea of a practical joke? Who is this?
Please, R.J., don't yell at her. I can't stand noise.
George?
Yes, George.
You can't be George.
Look at me, R.J. Look at me.
I can't believe it.
You don't want to believe it.
What happened to you?
Please let me sit down.
He walked out of this office 3 weeks ago.
Yes, 3 weeks ago.
He was a man of 35, and now...
Now I know. I look in the mirror. I could be 75.
His hair is all white. He's wrinkled, stooped.
And that's not the worst of it. I feel 75. I couldn't even walk without this cane.
George, the first thing you have to do is tell me exactly what happened.
I was at Manitou Mountain, getting the development deal set, and R.J., listen, we'll have to forget it. Give it up.
What are you saying?
I'm saying forget it. Look at what happened to me. They said, all the locals, they said, the mountain was haunted. Terrible things would happen to anyone who went up there.
Talk sense.
Can't you believe your eyes, R.J.? Look at what happened to me.
George, start at the beginning.
I couldn't get anyone to drive up the mountain road, so I hired a car. I drove it myself. I drove it up the mountain, and...
Yes, and?
And that's all I remember, R.J. I must have passed out up there.
But something did happen.
It's like a nightmare. I can't bring it into focus. Just flashes of it. Terrible things.
Be specific. What kind of terrible things?
Shapes, forms, voices, saying I was going to die, that my life was falling away, that it was disappearing.
What kind of shapes? What sort of forms?
I don't know.
What size were they? What color?
I don't know.
You say voices. What kind? High, low?
R.J., I
were they
don't
men's
know.
voices, women's?
I can't remember. I can't
now pull
remember.
yourself together.
Pull myself together. Look at me. I'm an old man. I've been robbed of half my life.
Now think. How long did you stay on the mountain?
I don't know. Somehow I managed to get the car turned around. I drove back to town. I found a doctor.
What's his name?
I don't know.
What did he say?
I can't remember. R.J., I came here to warn you. The mountain, it's haunted. It's cursed. Give up the project.
Mrs. Dollard, call Dr. Watterson.
No. Doctor can't help me anymore. But I can help you, R.J. Give it up. Give up the project.
Dr. Watterson? Yes. Keep him on fluids, and whatever you do, see that he remains absolutely calm. That was the resident.
About George?
No change in his condition.
Have you checked the local doctor? The one who saw him first?
We called him. He reports he treated a man of about 70 for exhaustion.
That's all you could get out of him?
That's all he had to say.
And what have you got to say, Doctor?
We find that George Morrissey has the physical signs of a man in his 70s.
But you know very well he is not in his 70s.
Chronologically, no. Medically, yes.
Is there a disease that could age a man so radically in so short a time?
I would say a man could be ravaged by some psychic or physical attack, but here we have no signs of trauma. His tissues, organs, nervous system, circulatory system, they show the deterioration that could only be caused by aging.
Let's cut through all this, Doctor. How did it happen?
We don't know.
You don't know. Am I supposed to buy this nonsense about a haunted mountain, curses, and all that?
I don't have the answer, R.J.
Watterson, over the years, I have contributed millions for medical research. I bought this whole hospital for you. So, are you telling me that now, when I need some answers, I'm not going to get anything for my money?
I'm telling you that we have no answers at this time.
Is it possible that George could be faking?
Why should he want to fake?
Answer my question.
The answer's no.
I want to see him.
He's very weak. Is it important?
I don't make unimportant requests.
Well, just for a minute or two at most. And please, don't excite him.
I won the club championship, and I was named third team All-America.
George.
Girls, you should see how the girls would fall all over me.
George, pay attention.
Huh? Oh, it's you, R.J. Listen.
No, George. Don't try to sit up.
But I've got to talk to R.J. Listen, R.J., are you listening?
I'm listening.
Here's what happens to you up there on the mountain. I remember, you see. Now I remember.
R.J., don't excite him,
I
please.
accept full responsibility.
Up there on that mountain, I was told you will lose that which you value most.
Told? You say told? How? By whom?
I don't know.
How can we get anywhere if you keep saying you don't know? Think.
R.J., I order you from this room.
He's going to die soon anyhow. We have to get that information.
R.J., I will call security and have the guards throw you out of here.
No, Doctor. No, leave us alone. This is between R.J. and me.
What were you told, George?
I wasn't really told. It was more like a kind of feeling, an idea that seemed to seep into me. And I realized the most important thing, what mattered most to me, was my body.
Talk sense.
I'm talking sense, R.J. And I began to lose my body.
What do you mean, lose your body?
The way you really lose it. To old age. Only, oh God, only I was losing it then and there. And all at once.
Is that what you think happened, Morrissey?
But look, I got away from there, you see. I got away just before I would have died. But why? I should have stayed. Look at me. What good am I now?
Be calm and practical, George. We have the greatest doctors in the world here. We'll beat this thing.
You can still beat it, R.J. You can still beat it. Just don't go near that mountain. Just give up the project.
You wanted me, Mr. Johnson?
Has Parker called while I was out?
Yes, sir. He reported in. Consolidated stock is still falling.
That's good.
National Computer is rising. And Starlight Oil is doing well with the new government.
Tell him to increase our holdings. Try 10%. Now, cancel the rest of today and all of tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Call Chuck Daly. I want him here in 3/4 of an hour.
Sir.
What is it?
Well, Chuck's about to leave for Florida. His daughter's getting married this afternoon.
Tell him he's to fly me up to the Manitou Mountain area.
But, Mr. Johnson...
Now, what is it, Mrs. Dollard?
You can't go up to Manitou Mountain.
Why not?
You saw what happened.
What did happen?
You saw George Morrissey.
About George Morrissey. Either he caught a disease...
But medical science doesn't know of such a disease.
Medical science is constantly being surprised. Obviously, someone does not want me to develop the Manitou Mountain Resort Complex. And perhaps they managed to buy George Morrissey.
But I would bet my life on George Morrissey.
You must never bet your life on anybody, Mrs. Dollard. The nearest town to Manitou Mountain is Lafayette Center. Reserve a room for me there at the motel.
But he is George Morrissey. Fingerprints, dental records.
Reserve it under the name R.J. Smith.
Mr. Johnson, are you going up there alone?
You know perfectly well, Mrs. Dollard, that the way to get something done is to do it yourself.
But isn't it dangerous for you to go?
Mrs. Dollard, I have complete freedom of action because, as you know very well, practically nobody on the outside has the faintest idea of what I look like.
How many days do you plan to spend with us, Mr. Smith?
Well, that all depends.
Oh? On what?
Do you suppose I could hire a car and driver?
Oh, let's see. I have some cards here. Pick out any name. Tell him Doris Evans over at the motel recommended you.
Do you mean I need a recommendation to hire a car?
Well, it's deer season. Can't expect a man to concentrate on his business.
I would think you can if you pay him and he recognizes his obligation.
Well, I can see you're a very serious-minded person, Mr. Smith. What brings you up to our frivolous part of the world?
I intend to do some sightseeing.
Sightseeing?
Well, I hear you have some very beautiful country.
Oh, yes, we do have a lot of very beautiful country up here. Wild, unspoiled. And we aim to keep it that way, too.
Tell me, is there a doctor in town?
Oh, I hope nothing's wrong. I wouldn't want you to get sick on us while you're here.
No, I should just be checked every now and then.
Oh, well, we do have Doc Stallings.
Does he have office hours now?
His office hours are when he's not hunting or fishing. But I think he'd give up a chance at a 12-point buck for you.
Why?
Well, he doesn't get an opportunity like this every day.
To do what?
To treat the world-famous R.J. Johnson.
I see. How did you know
Oh, I'm sorry. Really, I shouldn't have given it away. After all, if you want to call yourself Mr. Smith, we should indulge that little conceit.
But how did you know?
Mr. Johnson, the whole town knows you're up here. Why, we've all been waiting for you.
We've all been waiting. Waiting for what reason? Had they also been waiting for George Morrissey? And George was only R.J. Johnson's hired man. We'll be back shortly with Act 2. One of the world's wealthiest men sits in the tiny lobby of a small motel in an out-of-the-way village somewhere in the Adirondacks. And suddenly he feels that all of his money and power somehow seem to be very far away at this anxious moment.
You say the whole town's been waiting for me, Mrs. Evans?
Yes, we've been waiting.
Why?
Well, you own us now.
I own you.
In a manner of speaking. You own all the land that surrounds this village.
I would think of myself as more of a neighbor.
Well, we don't think your plans for the area will make you a good neighbor.
You had your chance to protest against the project at the hearing.
And we did.
And after the legislature weighed all the pros and cons, they acted in the interests of the entire state, not your narrow provincial prejudices.
You really believe that, don't you?
I certainly do.
Well, we know why certain votes went a certain way.
Oh, do you? Suppose you tell me.
We know there was bribery and pressure.
Really? None of this was found by the special prosecutor's office.
Well, I must admit, though, I admire your courage.
My courage?
To come up here, all alone, without your thugs.
Oh, just a minute, Mrs. Evans.
Oh, they have clean fingernails, excellent manners, college degrees. But they help you to steal and cover your tracks. In that sense, they're no better than common thugs.
You really believe that, don't you? Well, let me set you straight. I have never done anything illegal.
Oh, you can't be serious.
No court has ever found me guilty of any crime.
Congratulations.
But here's what I am guilty of. Success. And this has earned me the envy and the hatred of millions of people. But that's human nature. I understand that. What I don't understand is the attitude of the people in this town. I'm not taking anything from you. I'm going to make every one of you rich. Can't you believe it?
Oh, yes, we believe it.
Do you have any idea how property values in this town will skyrocket when the development is here?
Yes, indeed.
Then why is everybody so unhappy?
You know, you remind me of my husband. My late husband, that is.
In what way?
He was an unsuccessful version of you. He also worshipped money, but he didn't know how to make it.
Now, what happened to your husband?
Well, he went up to what your investment brochure calls Manitou Mountain. Dead Man's Mountain, we call it around here, and it killed him.
How could the mountain kill him?
It's an old Indian legend. Unless your conscience is completely clear, that mountain will kill you. Well, it killed poor Sidney Evans, rest his soul.
Killed him? How?
He was discovered at the foot of it. He was completely shriveled.
There must be an explanation.
Doc Stallings never found it. He just wrote it up as death due to causes unknown.
Stallings is, after all, only a country doctor.
That's right, he is. Tell me, how do your high-powered city doctors explain Mr. Morrissey?
Well, you know about Mr. Morrissey.
Oh, the whole town knows about Mr. Morrissey. Poor Mr. Morrissey, he went up there. Something he had no business doing.
I must correct that. He had every business doing it. He was my agent inspecting my property on orders from me.
But the fact is he went up there, and the mountain got him.
Have other people met with mysterious results after climbing that mountain?
Oh, very few and far between. We may be just country folk up here, but we learn from experience.
Are you Dr. Stallings?
Well, look who's here.
They said you'd be out fishing.
Well, that's never a bad guess, but it takes two, and the trout won't play.
I'd like to talk to you.
Sure.
I'm willing to pay you for a consultation.
Oh, I intend to charge you.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, aren't you going to come up here out of the water?
Well, you see, I got my eye out for a certain brown trout. So you just tell me your symptoms, and I'll decide whether I have to examine you.
An employee of mine. You treated him recently. George Morrissey.
Oh, him.
What happened to George Morrissey?
Well, I met him at the motel. It was a Thursday night. I go there for dinner whenever Doris Evans serves pot roast. Hey, you're lucky. She's having it tonight.
About Mr. Morrissey.
Oh, he was a serious kind of fella. About like you. Same no-nonsense, let's get right down to it attitude.
I'm only interested in what happened to Morrissey.
Happened? Well, he wanted to hire somebody to drive him up to Dead Man's Mountain.
And nobody would do it.
That's right.
Why?
Well, you've been told why by now, I'm sure.
I'm asking you why.
I'll tell you the same thing.
That's impossible.
Why is it impossible? Oh, I see what you're thinking. It's all right for the simple-minded hicks up here to swallow that superstitious nonsense, but me, I'm a doctor. A product of a highly sophisticated, specialized education.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, think again, because I believe it too.
There has to be a reasonable, logical, rational explanation for what happened to George Morrissey.
Oh, there is. He offended the spirit of the mountain.
Oh, you consider that reasonable, logical, rational?
Would you feel better if I said there's something up in that mountain, a virus, a bacillus, a fungus, which somehow causes immediate aging?
It would be a more rational explanation.
You mean more acceptable?
I want to know what you believe, and I'll pay you for it.
I believe the evidence. If you go up there, you can die.
But why?
Because a great spirit lives up there, and he values his privacy.
That's impossible.
I saw George Morrissey at dinner one night. A vigorous, athletic-looking man in his 30s. I saw him again the following evening. A broken old man, half dead.
And you explain it with this half-baked legend.
Well, how do your city doctors, with all their modern facilities, explain it? Your Dr. Watterson, a world-famous diagnostician, he called me. He asked me.
This thing has to be cleared up.
Why? What's wrong with a nice, quiet mystery?
If word of this becomes general, it can destroy the entire project.
Uh-huh. Is that bad?
Millions of people will be deprived of an opportunity to enjoy healthful recreation in a fresh country environment.
But it won't be fresh country, you see. You'll have super highways and smoke and noise and honky-tonk resorts.
I'm convinced that you people are up to something.
Well, you tell me what.
I don't know. But I assure you, I have the resources to find out.
Well, if you ever do, let me know.
Well, did you find Doc Stallings?
My secretary should have called me on the hour.
Oh, she did. We serve dinner till 9:30, but the best time to eat's around 6. From then on, it's leftovers.
I'll have a sandwich sent up to my room.
Oh, you're joking.
I don't tell jokes.
You mean all you want for dinner is a sandwich?
Mrs. Evans, food is merely fuel. The body is just a machine, and so my tastes are very simple.
Whom do rich men think they impress when they say they have simple tastes? Do you have a wife?
I never married.
Oh. Well, so far we've eliminated wine and women. I can see by looking at you that there isn't too much song. Well, what do you do with all your money?
I make it grow.
Well, whatever you do, don't go up that mountain.
I don't think I need any more advice from anyone around here. I would like to place a call to New York.
You go up that mountain, and when you come down, you'll be penniless.
You have my secretary's number there. Please put it through.
Just remember, I told you.
It's exactly 5 minutes past 4, Mrs. Dollard.
I know that, sir.
Why haven't you heard from Parker?
I'm expecting a call any moment.
Any moment was not his orders. I specifically directed him to report on the hour.
Yes, sir.
Why is there a delay?
I don't know.
Well, find out.
Mr. Johnson, I'm only human.
What did you say, Mrs. Dollard? Mrs. Dollard? Operator? Operator! Now, see here, Mrs. Evans.
Oh, Mr. Johnson, I was just trying to reach your room.
I've been cut off in the middle of a crucial telephone call.
Carlotta, the phone company operator, she just told me that we can't get through to New York for a bit.
What are you saying?
Well, you've seen those signs along the roads. Look out for falling rocks. Well, we just had a pretty good slide on Route 640.
But I must talk to New York.
A lot of wires are down, but Eve Bailey and his boys will have it fixed before long. Oh, hi, Doc.
Hello, Doris. And why does the celebrated R.J. Johnson look so agitated?
Well, he can't make a phone call.
Oh, my. You know, Mr. Johnson, as a physician, I have a prescription that could keep you healthy and happy for years.
Doctor, I'm in no mood for your folksy philosophy. I have to make a phone call.
Don't you want to hear my prescription?
How long will it take to repair the lines?
Oh, maybe an hour.
An hour?
Maybe less.
I would prescribe the following. Chuck it all, Mr. Johnson. Give it up, settle down here, and marry Doris.
Oh, I'm not sure I'd want to marry him, Doc.
I'm not out to marry anybody.
Oh, why not?
What's going on in this town? Are you people crazy? Where's the police station?
The police station?
Well, we do have a sheriff.
Send for him.
What do you want the sheriff for?
There has to be some kind of plot. Where can I find the sheriff?
Oh, you don't have to find him. He's coming in the door right now. Hi, Elwood.
Evening, folks.
A gentleman here wants to see you, Elwood.
Yes, sir.
Sheriff, I need your help.
That's what we're here for, sir.
My name is R.J. Johnson.
Pleased to meet you.
Sheriff, these people are trying to...
Yes, sir?
These people are out to do me harm.
Which people?
Among others, these two.
Yeah, but Doc Stallings here is the greatest guy you'd ever hope to meet. Matter of fact, he takes care of me. And I personally vouch for Doris. She's my sister.
A very nice, tidy little town. And the natives are so friendly and obliging, and so concerned with your well-being. But right now, R.J. Johnson feels overwhelmed by their solicitude, as if he is being literally killed with kindness. We'll return shortly with Act 3. Are the people of Lafayette Center the kindly, generous-hearted folks they seem to be? Or is this a place of evil, where death waits for strangers, especially a wealthy stranger like R.J. Johnson?
How are these good people out to harm you, Mr. Johnson?
I don't know, Sheriff, but something is going on. And I demand protection until I can get some of my own people up here.
Hey, you got to appreciate my position, Mr. Johnson. There's nothing I can do unless you make a charge.
Well, we're only trying to help him, Elwood. You see, I look at this man's face and I hear the tension in his voice and I see his color, you know? So I say to him, change your way of life. Settle down up here. Is that harming him?
Well, it doesn't seem like it.
I recommend a more regular routine.
And we both keep warning him, stay away from Dead Man's Mountain.
Mr. Johnson, you couldn't get better advice from your best friends.
Well, now I see how this works. A little bit of psychological warfare.
Doc, what's he talking about?
I'll tell you what I'm talking about. For reasons best known to yourselves, you people are determined to keep strangers at a distance.
Oh, we'd only be too happy if more folks would move up here.
And so you invented this nonsense about a cursed and haunted mountain.
But why?
You know why, Sheriff. Because to any man of intelligence and courage, it presents a challenge. But before a man goes up there, you prepare him.
Well, gentlemen, you can stay and listen to all this. I've got to serve dinner.
By all means, Mrs. Evans. We can continue this discussion at the table.
Oh, I thought all you wanted was a sandwich.
Oh, no. Tonight, I'm having all the trimmings.
Here you are, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you.
Pot roast, mashed potatoes, peas and carrots.
Now, that's a cure for whatever ails you.
Hold on. Dr. Stallings, change plates with me, please.
Why? It's the same portion.
Except I always give you a little bit less, Doc.
Would you mind changing plates, Doctor?
No, not if you tell me why.
Since I'm going up to the mountain, there could be something in this food. A drug, perhaps.
Oh, I like that.
Very well, Mr. Johnson. Here, have it your way.
You say You're going up the mountain?
Yes.
After all we told you?
I'm going up that mountain to prove that it's just an ordinary piece of undeveloped country real estate.
Can you stop him?
Why
Elwood.
does everybody want to stop me?
Well, look what it did to your Mr. Morrissey.
Suppose, for the sake of argument, there is something dangerous up there, and it gets me. Isn't that to your interest? Without me, there can't be a development project.
Well, we have a more basic interest. We have obligations as human beings.
Well, now, I will need a car. There's a road, I assume.
Oh, yes, sir. It leads up to the top.
But why go now? At night?
Because the word should get around. R.J. Johnson drove up this dead man's mountain, as you call it, in the dead of night, and just as calmly drove down again.
But, Mr. Johnson,
You
really...
have something to learn, Mrs. Evans. You think a man becomes rich through trickery, violence, and all manner of illegal, immoral, and unethical acts.
I never said that.
But you believe it. Tonight, you're going to discover how I became rich. By daring to do what other people consider impossible. It's that simple.
I would still advise you to keep away from that mountain.
Does the spirit of the mountain, going along with the legend, kill everyone whose conscience is not clear? Very well. I'm safe. My conscience is unblemished.
Elwood, I still think you should stop him.
The sheriff has no right to interfere. I'm merely inspecting my own property.
Well, he's right, Doris.
A little exercise in morality here. Who would care to accompany me? You look down on me. You are the pillars of virtue. You mean there isn't a clear conscience among the three of you?
I'll drive you.
Doris,
what are you saying?
He's challenged us.
But, Doris, you know you can't fight the mountain.
Well, we can't let somebody else get killed up there either.
Well, what can you do?
Well, at the first sign of anything suspicious, I can turn the car around. Mr. Johnson, you've got yourself a driver, and I suggest we leave right now. The moon goes down early around here.
First, I have to call New York.
But the lines are still down.
How do you know?
Carlotta will let us know when they're fixed.
Maybe I'd better wait.
Oh, don't tell me you're starting to have second thoughts.
I have some very important things to check out.
Well, we can drive to the top of the mountain and back again in an hour.
How do you know? Have you done it before?
No, it's just a guess. And I'm ready if you are. Well?
What is it, Mrs. Evans?
Well, we're here. We're at the foot of Dead Man's Mountain. And there, you see, on your right, is the dirt road that leads upward.
How far?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, what are we waiting for?
You won't change your mind, Mr. Johnson?
No.
I still don't understand why you have to do this.
This is another reason why I'm a rich man. I buy stock nobody else believes in. I finance schemes other people think are harebrained. I back men no one else will work with. And I climb mountains everyone else is scared by.
I'm climbing this mountain, too.
Then you also deserve to be rich.
Well, do we go ahead or do we turn back?
One must always go ahead, Mrs. Evans.
Then, here goes.
How do you feel, Mrs. Evans?
All right. I guess.
You guess?
How do you feel?
I don't have to guess. I know. I feel great. It should be interesting.
What?
Let's assume all you people are right. This mountain is haunted by a great spirit who strikes down all who have guilt. Which one of us do you suppose he'll strike down?
Well, I don't have a guilty conscience.
I wonder about that. I heard the doctor say you had a weakness for men with problems. Your late husband, maybe he didn't have problems. Maybe you had the problems.
Well, we all have problems.
Stop for a moment.
What's the matter?
I think I heard somebody.
I haven't heard a sound.
Listen.
R.J.,
security guards throw you out of here.
It's Watterson. It's Dr. Watterson. What's he doing up here?
Who's Dr. Watterson?
He's looking after George Morrissey.
I'll throw you out of here.
Didn't you hear him?
There's no one around but you and me.
Now that I think of it, that's a strange way for Watterson to talk to me. He would never have the guts to say that unless he knew something.
Look, I think we'd better turn around.
No. I think I'm learning something. Watterson, do you know that Watterson is Parker's son-in-law?
Oh, who's Parker?
My administrative assistant. He executes all my orders. Suppose Consolidated Industries is not going down. Suppose it's starting to go up. Suppose Parker is still holding...
Oh, come on, Mr. Johnson. Just relax, huh? Now, if it's too much for you up here, let's turn back.
Tell me, Mrs. Evans, how did you know I'd be here?
Well, we just assumed.
No one told you.
Who would tell us?
A pilot. My pilot.
I didn't even know you had one.
He may have been put out because I made him fly me here on his daughter's wedding day.
Oh, well, that really wasn't nice.
I pay him enough, but he didn't tell you.
No.
Listen.
I don't hear anything.
Just listen.
I'm only human, Mr. Johnson. I'm only human.
Why would she answer me like that if she didn't know something?
I don't hear a thing, Mr. Johnson.
I'm only human. Let me tell you about her. She's quiet. She's almost mousy. But she's ambitious, I can tell. I've made her a rich woman. She's in on it. She's in on it, too. She and Parker and Morrissey. They worked it out. And you're in on it, too.
Me?
They wanted me out of the way. And so all of you got together. You worked up this phony scheme.
We're going to turn back.
Answer the phone.
What phone?
Answer it. Hello. Hello.
Mr. Johnson, I have the latest quote on Consolidated. It's going up.
It can't go up.
It's gone up 5 points so far.
Get Parker. Close it out. Close it out.
I can't find Parker.
Get him. Get him. Mrs. Dollard. Mrs. Dollard.
Who are you talking to?
My secretary. She hung up on me.
How could she hang up? There's no phone.
Consolidated is going up.
But there's no stock market at night.
Mr. Johnson, it's going crazy. National Computer is going down.
Have Parker sell at once.
I can't find Parker.
Mrs. Dollard. Mrs. Dollard. She's gone again.
Listen to me, Mr. Johnson. Please, listen.
Do you know how much money I've lost so far?
Please, listen. You have nothing to be afraid of. It's just a legend. Who can be sure it's true? Oh, sure, we local people push it to scare away developers.
I feel weak. As if I lost a lot of blood.
Listen, you're R.J. Johnson. You're not to be taken in with this superstitious nonsense. Fight it off!
I can't. I'm trying. But all my strength is going. My money... it's disappearing.
Your money isn't your strength.
It is. I have nothing else. Please, answer the phone for me. I can hardly lift the receiver.
The rebel government just nationalized Starlight Oil.
What did you say? Mrs. Dollard. Mrs. Dollard.
Mr. Johnson, we're leaving.
What? It happened. Everything I was afraid of happened. Consolidated went up. National went down. And Starlight...
Nothing happened. It's all your imagination. Mr. Johnson! Mr. Johnson! Talk to me! Mr. Johnson!
Doris, I don't know. There isn't a mark or a sign on him. It's as if all the force and vital energy just left his body.
Well, maybe it's all for the best. He was in trouble.
Trouble?
It was on the news. Some of his holdings went haywire for some reason. 3 big companies. He's out millions. He may have died just in time.
The mountain. The mountain.
What about the mountain?
It's true. Every word we say about it. It's true.
Oh, come on, sis. How can it be true?
The mountain killed him. It took away his money.
Doris, are you all right?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I wonder, what did it do to me?
Well, what did it do to Doris? Everybody loses what he values most up on Dead Man's Mountain, as the saying goes. Maybe Doris had fallen in love with R.J., and thus the mountain robbed her, too. I'll be back shortly. Haunted mountains. Did this one cause certain stocks to go up and down one day recently? It certainly seems no more far-fetched than some of the explanations people have for the market. The cast in our exercise in The Extraordinary included Alan Hewitt, Bryna Rayburn, William Redfield, and Robert Dryden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.